I have this document. Okay. So we're all here. Here we go. So after stealing all the things that we stole from the vault of the ghost guy, we all ended up at a bar celebrating. You guys are pretty much really drunk at this point. You're definitely on one.
It's not normal.
Yeah. So for you, nothing has changed for Sten at all. It's starting to get late, so we all decide to go back to our respective houses. As we're walking out, two Azorius police officers come up, and one of them is a 7-foot-tall Loxodon with giant tusks with like silver metal caps, which you are led to believe are for doing more damage. They're all uniformed out in the Azorius colors. You can tell, like, they're obviously police officers. They got the handcuffs and the batons to kick your ass and all those kind of things.
Batons are very threatening.
Yeah. So there's a 7-foot-tall Loxodon, and there's a 6-foot-tall female Vidalkin, which Vidalkins are the same race as the guy that we talked to in the first one that, like, let his kids were dying and he didn't seem to care. They're tall and skinny and blue. They both have matching uniforms that clearly work with each other.
See, this just sounds like a normal Friday night for me.
Yes, yeah. The Loxodon says, "Halt. Trace Cirrus, you're officially a suspect in the murder of a John Doe elf that was found in Midori Park 3 weeks ago. Witnesses put you at the scene of the crime. Please place your hands behind your back." Trace, strangely, willingly, walks up, turns around, and starts to put his hands behind his back. Do you guys want to do or say anything at this point?
I'm just shocked face.
Okay.
Who are these witnesses? Are they reliable?
Yeah, they're very reliable witnesses. We actually have been able to examine their memories, and they don't appear to have been tampered with. This is our man. We're taking him in, says the Loxodon. The Vidalkin female walks up, and does somebody want to roll a d4? So she seems more important than this other guy, and she says, "Y'all look like the porch lights on and ain't no one home. Let me explain the situation to you here. Your boy is a wanted man, and we've been looking for him for the past 3 weeks. And it'd be best off if y'all just mosey along and let us do our business."
How could it take you so long to find him?
Well, I don't know if you're familiar with this area here, you young whippersnapper. This town's the size of a planet. It's not the easiest to go finding some people.
Yeah, but
It's not like your job, though.
So at this point, she holds out, or she starts to reach for like some kind of symbol that was like holstered on the side of her, like, I don't know, her belt. And she says, well, bless your heart, ain't you precious, looking madder than a box of frogs. I reckon you guys probably got some questions, but I'm busier than a one-legged cat in a sandbox, and we're fixing to escort this here suspect down to the jailhouse.
What makes a cat so busy if it has one leg?
I'm just assuming that y'all a little tipsy.
What
and
accent is this?
No, I'm pretty normal right now. Can you explain that to me? Because I think the whole defense relies on your retarded analogy.
I mean, maybe you aren't
If you
familiar.
can't come up with a good analogy, I don't
You
think
can't
you're even
take this guy.
capable of.
If you're
of doing a
perhaps
proper
you're just not
inspection.
familiar with a cat and a sandbox, but
I'm a cat guy.
honest-
I love cats.
You don't seem
I'm
you
more than any
definitely
cat.
you definitely don't seem like you are. Either way, we're taking this guy down to the station. If you want to visit, you're more than welcome. Visiting hours are at 6 p.m., but we're on our way. And they turn to start to walk away with Trace in handcuffs.
What race is Trace?
He is an elf.
Okay.
But he looks shockingly willing to go along with this. He hasn't said anything. He's looks not perturbed by this.
Is he winking? Did he give anyone a wink?
He hasn't done really much of anything.
All right.
Fireball. Someone cast fireball.
Fireball.
Do we already get paid for the last mission, I assume?
Our last thing was just stealing from a ghost, basically. So.
Right, so we never turned in the contract for getting the ghost.
Oh,
no,
hey, let me interrupt real quickly. Sure. I forgot to tell you, you guys got a +1 shield and a +1 melee weapon that you guys can decide who wants to get it. That will add to your attack and damage, and the shield will add to your AC. So 1 additional.
How many of us have shields?
Needs to be I have a shield.
I have a shield.
I think we're the only ones with a shield.
I want that shield.
But if he wants it, you can have it. We already have one.
The shield has a face on it. Right now, it has a very neutral expression. You can decide what kind of face. The sword needs to
what
be.
What does that mean? You can decide what kind of face.
Well, like
the race.
Is it like
of the face?
Yeah, like whatever. Yeah, you can decide.
The face race.
Yeah.
It's got 2 faces on.
And then the sword needs to be attuned, which means you need to have it in possession for a long rest before you know what kind of magic it has on it.
For the record, I'm going to fuck that shield at some point.
Great. Great.
What?
I'm going to keep that away from him.
Seems very aggressive.
But, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So they're turning around and they're starting to walk away. And everybody good with this?
I was just curious if you guys know what the bail is. Is there a bail or what's going on with that?
Does he get a lawyer?
Honey, I don't set the bail. I just collect the bad guys and lock them up. Like I said, you can come down to the station and you can get all the details from one of my underlings. I'm sure they have all the appropriate.
You have underlings? Okay.
Does anybody want to roll a perception check?
Perception.
What are we?
I bet the leader wants to.
Perfect.
Oh.
Okay. So, being in the Orzhov, you should be relatively familiar with the Azorius. Obviously, the police officers and the law enforcers of the town. You can tell that one of these people is a deputy, and you're very familiar with this female. She's the sheriff of this precinct or this district that we live in. So you've seen this person. You've heard you've read in newspapers about this person. You know who this is. This is an important person in the that area.
So she's on the up and up. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell to Trace. Did you do it?
Trace turns around and looks back and barely nods his head, no, but then just immediately turns and keeps walking and is not fighting off this arrest in any way. Okay, so as they turn and walk away, all of you see a bright flash of light in your mind's eye, and then you see a series of 3 images. First you see the 3 people that you were just talking to walking away. Then you see an image of the Loxodon, the second in command person, pulling a weird string out of his temple, basically. And then the last thing you see is a note sliding out of the pant leg of that Loxodon onto the street, right where they were just standing, right in front of you. And then you're back and everything's normal. And you see a note on the ground, in the middle of the street.
I want to pick up that note and read it.
Okay.
Oh, if we need to do that.
I don't know how this works, so I'm just going to push this button and see if it does anything.
Mysterious note.
Ooh.
When? Now?
So you see,
Odd strands?
you get this note, you pick it up, this is what it says. So there's an envelope, and inside that envelope is this note, and there's these there's six like silvery threads that look very similar to the one that you all just saw, like the guy pulling out of his temple.
Do we know where that address
And
is?
you're familiar enough with the area, and you could find this place.
Do we know what that symbol means?
Let's find out. What would that be, Dave? Would that be history?
Yeah, probably history.
All right. You guys want to roll a history check?
Well, that's failed.
All of us?
Sure.
Wow.
Somebody was skipping school.
Wow. Oh, there's a decent roll. So most of you have no idea. Sten and Liog, you know this as the 10th Guild of Ravnica. They call them like the Spy Guild. They, for a long time in the past, were completely invisible to everyone, and everyone thought there were 9 guilds of Ravnica. It turns out this is the 10th one, and there's a lot that went into them becoming more public. Some people still don't believe they exist. Some people believe that they do. They operate in shadows, and they're very much underground, and you wouldn't, like, no one would tell you, like, hey, I'm a member of this guild.
What are they known for doing? Is it like assassinations or?
They deal primarily in like information gathering. They know that's their main thing. They definitely have assassins though. The leader of their guild is a changeling that I think it says on my character sheet something like he says something like every guild is afraid of the Demir. I should know. I've been in all of them. So they definitely they have their fingers everywhere. They're in every guild. They know everything that's going on.
I think we should go check this out, guys. They might be
Let's
able
do
to
it,
help
leader.
us get a trace out of prison.
All right. So it takes a while. There's no Google Maps. So you've been walking for an hour, cobblestone street after cobblestone street, and you're in like a warehouse district. When you finally reach the address, there seems to be a large rolling door like you would see in a warehouse. It's closed and locked. On it, there's some company logo. Midori packaging and shipping. You know you're in like the Midori Park area of town, which used to be a beautiful park that is now just a warehouse district. To the right of this big door, there's a glass door with the same logo on it, and you can kind of see like a light coming from the inside.
Alright, I'm gonna knock on the door.
The door flies open. A guy's like, "What kind of spies knock? Get in here. Close the door. Did you bring everything? Which one of you is in charge here?"
That would be me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand him the note.
Perfect. So this guy's just a vampire. Everything about him is just average. He's average height, average build. There's no features on him that are like at all interesting. If anything, it's just interesting that he is just so boring looking. He walks over to, there's like a wooden desk, like a shitty wooden desk, and a large like leather chair that is like, it's got this like slash marks in it. It's just like kind of falling apart. He walks behind the chair. He points at you, Wesley, and he's like, "Leader, sit."
Sure.
Okay. He takes the envelope and then he calls Dave. What is your character's name?
Ferric.
He says, "Ferric, we're gonna need you in here." So Ferric walks in. This vampire pulls out a like one of these like silvery threads. He gives it to Ferric. Dave, do you know what those things are?
Wait, he pulled it
yeah.
out of his head?
From the envelope. There were 6 of them.
Oh,
like,
gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
So he gives one to Ferric. He's like, "You're gonna need this," and then he pulls out another one and he says some word, and he touches it to Wesley's temple, and then he's holding it up against his temple with one hand, and then he just slams it from the other side, like it's like a piece of spaghetti at this point, and just slams it, and it drives directly into Wesley's head. And all of you probably have no idea what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, "This will only take a second." So Wesley, for you, you start feeling like memories like flooding through your mind, places you've never seen all of a sudden, or you've never seen, seem familiar. You see a guy that you've never seen before sitting alone in a bar that you've never been in before, and he's begging the bartender, "Stillwell, you know I'm good for it. Just one more, buddy. Come on." And he hiccups, and when he hiccups, he falls backwards off the back of his chair, cracks his head on the floor, and like seems to be like passed out and kind of like groggy. The bartender.
By chance?
Say that again?
Is that guy an elf by chance?
He is an elf. The bartender walks out from behind the bar. He's a minotaur. He grabs him by the back of the shirt and drags him out of the bar and says, "I'll see you next week, Janik. Maybe this wind to sober you up." And he just kind of like literally throws him out of the bar. Then it's like a smash cut to you see this drunk elf wandering up and down some street, and he walks past like a small alley, and two arms reach out and grab him. And then all of a sudden you're running. You come around the corner. You look down. There's this elf, blood like gurgling out of his throat. You look up and you see someone like running away down the alley. And then the next thing you see is you're right behind that person that's running. You see a finger raise. You see like a silvery fog shoot out of the finger. The person levitates 6 inches off the ground. And the last thing you see is you're holding the person that was running by the shoulders. You rip off a hood and you see his face. And it's an elven man, but you've never seen this elf before. And then your eyes open back up.
So it's not Trace.
It doesn't seem like it's Trace. And then the vampire says, "All right, so who's next?"
What?
Go for it. Liog, Goil.
Well, let me ask. Can I ask our brave leader what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna huddle him in the corner and tell him what I just saw.
Okay, so it's like a vision string. I'm gonna like let this guy just put it in me, and I'm gonna.
Very nice,
Oh,
I like we're all clear. We're on
not
the
doing
same
that
page
again,
here.
man.
The vampire's like, have none of you ever seen a thought strand before? Jesus, it's like you guys just don't even live in the same world as me. So who's next? Somebody sit down.
I'll do it.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so Sten sits down. Same thing. He pulls out a thought strand, slams it in the side of his head. You see all the same things that Wesley sees, and he's like, "All right, so we all doing this? Come on, let's speed this up." So are you all gonna do this? Are you all gonna sit down?
I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so Ferric, you also have already implanted yourself with a thought strand. You know everything that they all know. Okay, so I think at this point, I probably shouldn't have to spell this all out for you, but obviously your associate's being framed. We are here to help. Your friend is being kept in what we would consider a minimum security jail cell, at least for now. And we have some wheels in motion to expedite this release, so to speak. Tomorrow night at 11 p.m., it's possible that you can overwhelm the guards at the front desk, borrow the keys, make your way to his cell, and get Trace out. Trace is going to need his belongings if you plan to have him pick the lock, or I don't know what you guys are capable of. You knocked on my door, so I don't have a lot of faith. So his belongings are probably in an evidence room. You're either going to need to get him out and go get those, or get them and then bring it to him. Honestly, I don't really care. Trace is going to have further instructions for you when you arrive. The only thing, and I cannot stress this enough, you can't kill anyone in the police station. It is extremely difficult to properly cover up a murder, yet alone a murder that happened in a police precinct.
What if we were really sneaky about it?
The one thing I do know about you is that you guys are not really sneaky.
How dare
We'll
you?
only leave like a head.
Why are you helping us?
That is not of your concern.
Well, it might be.
All I can really tell you is that Trace is a trusted member of our associate or our organization, and we don't like to leave our members locked up where they can be interrogated. So we need.
How come you guys aren't going to get him out?
Yeah, what the hell, guys?
This is. It feels like you guys are the worst spies ever. That's not how we operate. We make people do work for us. And he opens up a piece of paper and he shows this. Hopefully, this popped up on your screens.
Yeah.
This blueprint of the jail.
Wait a minute. If we break him out of jail, aren't they just gonna come look for him again and arrest him all over again?
Well, we know it'll take him at least 3 weeks to find him.
Yeah.
Walk around the city enough and never be able to find
They have a better chance of finding a one-legged cat.
in a box.
In a sandbox. It's such a good analogy. You guys, like I said, Trace is gonna have further instructions once you get him out. If you get him out, please God, get him out.
We got it. There's a reason. There's a reason you picked us.
We'll get him out, dead or alive.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm okay if we leave him there.
Yeah, to be honest, it seems more like a you problem than us problem.
Is there anything in this for us?
So go for it.
Oh no, I was just gonna. So we'll get back next week and do this again.
I told Dave this is the biggest fear is that you guys fuck this all up and I end up just in jail and executed for murder.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with this.
Yeah, I think this is a good week to play laundromat.
Great.
I heard there's a bar down the street. We can go back.
Yeah, where the guy got kicked out of.
Okay.
So we have extensive information about each and every one of you as far as where you live, close family, friends, bank accounts, everything we would need to know to make sure that you're willing to help us. So I think it's in everybody's best.
Blackmail.
I think it's in everyone's best interest if you guys just do this. You scratch.
Well, why don't you start off with the blackmail?
I mean, I was hoping that it wouldn't have to come.
Going back and forth.
It wouldn't have had to come to that. I thought maybe you would want to help out your friends, but if it has to, just know we know enough about you to make your lives, or lack thereof, very.
So you did all of this research into
That's
us,
what we do.
but you won't just go break them out of jail?
Yeah,
seems
that
stupid.
is exactly. We don't need to have our faces visible to the public in any kind of scenarios like this. What we do is we get other people to help us, and then later in their life, when they need help, we can help them with the informations that we deal with. So
Okay.
we have.
As long as I can get one kill. Can I get one kill?
You can't kill any police officers. It will make it very difficult for us to make sure that you guys don't get hunted down by.
Death is a natural part of life. I don't understand why we can't just kill.
Yeah.
But we don't have to kill all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two.
You, as long as they're not dying and there's no bodies or blood.
Oh, okay.
So no bodies.
We can't have bodies.
I'm kind of
found.
an expert at taking care of dead bodies. It's my people's, the Golgari's job to get rid of the bodies. So we can.
That's
don't
good
worry.
news.
And my pet right here can help out with that. And I kind of snap my fingers, and this about 3 foot tall spider comes walking out of the back room. He's real good at taking care of bodies.
Jesus Christ.
That
Creepy.
is exactly.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like. Is that coming with us?
I-
Here?
Spin? Yeah, it goes everywhere with me.
Okay. Spider guy's in the back.
Can I
You
pet
might want him in
Spin?
the front where you can see.
Yeah, you may.
Awesome.
There's no sudden movements. You get freaked out sometimes.
Great. So we know that we have some things in motion that are going to make sure that this jail is relatively empty when you guys arrive. 11 p.m. tomorrow night. It's very important. We know about most of the people that are going to be there. Probably not everyone. We have information about them if you guys are interested in seeing some of that stuff, we can also walk you through kind of the layout, the blueprint, whatever you guys want to see.
Is that sheriff lady gonna be there?
It is unlikely that the sheriff lady is going to be there. It's possible,
Is she single?
but it's unlikely. That is information.
If she is there, can I kill her?
We definitely can't kill the sheriff of a town. They will come for you. There's not much I'm going to be able to do to stop that from happening.
I don't know, Stan. I think we can get away with it.
I got
Won't they
where
come
I'm
for
at.
us once we break him out of prison?
They won't if everything goes the way that I said it needs to go. They might if you guys deviate too far from this plan.
What if I completely change my outfit and wear a bandana?
Oof. Bulletproof plan.
I can't promise that information isn't going to get sold to them at some point for profit. So that's up to you. So, do you guys want me to walk you through this blueprint, or do you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I think we can wing it.
Great.
Winging
All right.
it.
As long as we kill everyone, there's really no issue.
So I look at Wesley and I'm like, well, this is your group, so I'm going to explain this to you. You just, good luck. Good luck. So he points at the bottom right room. There's usually 2 guards at the front desk. There might be some people in there with like lost family members or something like sitting around, but generally we think at this point most of the citizens are just going to be indoors, and there's probably going to be 2 guards there. I have information about one of them that is guaranteed to be there. One of them is probably a rookie that we don't have very much info on. I'll give you that later. Over the blue area up to the right, it's just a restroom, men's room, women's room, nothing crazy. The gray area directly to the left of the restroom, this is bullpen. We can't imagine.
Restroom?
What was that?
Were the urinals in the men's restroom?
There's no urinals in Ravnica, sadly.
What's a urinal?
Yeah.
Sounds like some kind of dessert.
Oh, God. There's probably all of the beat cops are probably going to be gone. So I don't think this is a room you're going to need to worry about. The reddish room, that's the evidence room. That's probably where Trace's items are. It's usually manned by a really old, a really old goblin lady. By 11, after all the chamomile tea she's drank, she's probably asleep. You can probably just sneak right in, get whatever you need, and get out. It's not going to be a problem.
Sounds like we need to kill her.
Doesn't
kill it.
seem.
Go kill it.
Leave no witnesses. That's what they told us.
The 2 green rooms are the deputy and the sheriff's offices. Like I said, I can't imagine that they're going to be there. There's some interrogation rooms to the left of the green rooms. Again, I think most of the cops are going to be gone. I don't think you need to worry about this. The top left corner is the jail cell. Trace, as well as any other prisoners, are going to be held there. And the bottom left room is where they keep the Felidar. I assume you guys are all familiar with a Felidar.
Just refresh our memories.
Felidar are usually used for high priority targets. I can't imagine that Trace counts as one of them. They're giant cats that the angels ride. Felidar can be bound to a rider, but they can also be bound to a high importance prisoner. And as soon as they bind, the Felidar always knows where the prisoner is, no matter where they are, and they use them as it's like a bloodhound, but a magical bloodhound that's significantly better than a bloodhound.
Really easy to kill.
No, you definitely don't want to have to fight a Felidar. So they're probably locked up. It's going to be late. If there's nobody in there, they're probably in there. You should be fine. So I don't think
kill another prisoner.
I mean, the prisoners don't matter to us.
Oh, awesome.
How many prisoners are going to be in there, roughly?
There were a couple in there yesterday. They transfer in and out all day, so I don't really know. it shouldn't matter to you guys. It's like a drunk tank. You can't. It's not going to be a big deal.
Oh, so if we just get really drunk, we can get put in there?
That is.
We can't get out.
Yeah.
Hey, one step at a time.
Yeah, part of the plan.
So what I can tell you is there's probably a jailer patrolling the hallway where the jail cell and the felidar and the evidence room are. I can give you some information about him. So there's that. I'm not going to read it to you. I assume you guys are all literate. And then also there's someone at the front desk, Landriano. Everybody just calls him Lonnie. We have a lot of information about that guy. We figured it might be useful to you. You have all day, basically, to plan however you're going to figure this out and get Trace out. You have to be there at 11 p.m. sharp. That is, at the peak time, it's going to be the perfect time to break him out if you're going to be able to do it.
Wait, these are all the guards that are going to be there? Just these two?
Those are a couple. There's more. I have info on these ones, so...
What's the total count?
Our best guess, there's going to be 2 at the front, plus the jailer, plus the person in evidence. That's probably it. They're probably going to be running very bare bones. There may or may not be a lazy guard or 2. I can't imagine that the sheriff's going to be in. Like, everybody's probably going to be out.
Okay.
So, you guys can stay here. This is a safe house. You can plan here. You can ask any more questions that you guys have. You can sleep here if you need to. I'll be waiting.
All right. Well, who's our best stealthy person? Who can sneak
what?
The vampire just laughs.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stealthy. As I put on a hood and darkened goggles and kind of slink into the corner.
Okay. Are you also good at picking locks?
No. No, I'm not.
Okay, it's stealth too.
Oh, is the evidence room locked? Or we need to...
It's not like a jail cell lock. It's just a normal door. Yeah, it's probably locked, but you could probably kick it in if you had to, or lock picking it would be preferable.
You guys are all Orzhov, I take it.
Mm-hmm. Well, most of us.
So I got a question about this Throom guy. Do we have his address? Like where he'll be, like maybe during the day before his shift starts?
Definitely.
Yes.
Because it looks like he owes a lot of gold to the Orzhov. So you can go maybe put some pressure on him. Maybe get an in, maybe haggle. He leaves the door open,
Not a bad idea.
Or secondly, if someone wants to dress up like a Rakdos dominatrix and collect some debts.
We do have Arachnos.
I do have a honky dog.
That's his normal dress, I think.
He just always
I
looks
think
like
he
a
has to
dog.
dress up. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm always wearing a garter belt underneath whatever I have on.
It's like a cage. He has like his cock and balls in like a cage.
Yeah, I say we go lean on this guy. Maybe he can leave all the doors open for us. Good idea.
Or just give us the keys. Yeah.
Or that.
Or we can just kill him. He
No
has no
killing.
family. No one's gonna miss him.
No killing.
they'll
His wife is
never
already
find the
dead.
body.
See, if we kill him, then they're gonna replace him with another guard, then we're fucked.
The vampire's like,
Might be able to
finally, someone that is fit for a spy duty. Jesus.
Okay, so you want to go to this guy's house?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go find this dude.
Okay. So, it's late-ish. Do you want to wake him up in the middle of the night, or you want to wait till the morning? What do you guys want to do?
Well, is there any way we
I
can
doubt
tell
he's
if he's
sleeping.
home right now? Because if he works the night shift, he's probably not at home.
That is
He might already be at the police station.
most likely at the police station.
So maybe we can break into his house and wait for him, set up like a trap, or I don't.
Yeah, I think that could be interesting. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So you guys walk over to this address. The vampire tells you exactly where this guy lives. You get to his front door. What do you guys do?
We knock.
We are good at that.
Somewhere from miles away, you hear like the heaviest sigh in the world. No one, no lights, no lamps get lit, nothing. You don't see anything. No one comes to the door.
Is the door open?
No.
I'm gonna kick
Are
it.
there
down.
windows?
Yeah. There's like you can kind of see in like a front window.
Are any of the windows open?
Let's just make this change. I don't know how to roll to myself.
I think you can do
Do I
like
just click
GM
Okay.
and then roll.
Sure. Let's see how this goes. No, the windows are all closed.
I kicked the door down.
Okay.
Oh damn!
Busted it.
Really?
We're gonna have
He's
to
gonna
fix
go-
this
How
now.
are we gonna set a trap if the front door's
You said break in.
Wait,
Breaking in.
Well, we're
Is,
gonna have to.
is anyone here a good carpenter?
I'm a carpenter.
How do
I
we?
don't know.
Let's do a strength check against this door and see what happens. Well, it looks. Well, I guess this is athletics. I feel like it just needs to be like brute strength. Do like a
I
strength.
feel like you have to be pretty athletic. To
Yeah,
door.
you would feel that, but
think about
it's
it.
not like
Good
you're
fail.
pole vaulting over here.
I still feel pretty confident
Okay.
about my.
All right. So how are you doing this?
It's my left foot. I don't know what you want from me.
You just stand in
That's
front of the
side
door.
that I'm on, and I'm just like confused.
Yeah, I don't know what you want. I stand in front of the door and then I raise my leg and then I kick it.
Okay.
So
all right. And the
I kick
door
it 16 hard.
swings open. You clearly have broken like some of the wood like inward where the lock is. You've just like
That's so
forced
hard
the
to
wood.
fix.
Well,
But does anyone know carpentry?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Wait, someone does?
I knew that the whole time.
okay. So doors open.
Good work, everyone. That's what we
So
call problem solving.
So while they're snooping around the
Fixing the
house or doing
door.
whatever, I'm looking for stuff to repair this fucking door. This shit broke.
Okay. Yeah, this guy, he likes to make like ships in a bottle. So he has like tiny little tools, like a tiny hammer and a tiny little chisel and some tweezers.
I want to go.
It's a good thing Sten has tiny little hands.
No, it's a good thing I have my own tools.
Okay.
yeah, he is a carpenter. Right?
Okay. All right. Well. Well, the door.
Listen.
It looks like a child has patched it up. There's obviously tape on like the outside of the door, like at the front door now.
Wait, it should only be on the inside, right? Because that's.
I mean, not with a one.
Well, obviously we helped him, so he should have an advantage on that. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
No.
We got a lot of time.
He
There's no
legit.
rush.
He said, as everyone else is wandering around, I fixed the door. So, so this door's not
There's,
looking
like,
good.
Duct tape and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. You,
Hey,
you
it's a
weren't in-
Flex Seal door.
It's dark. Maybe he'll come home and not notice that you failed to
Yeah.
like. You're lucky there's still a door, honestly.
What else was out front? Is there like any bushes or shit out front?
No, nothing crazy. It's like a New York kind of house. There's a
He's
stoop.
an alcoholic. He's probably coming home drunk, so
Yeah.
I doubt he'll notice.
That
Good point.
is a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I can stand guard, and so
Yeah, someone should stay outside.
Oh, so
yeah.
okay, so you're gonna be outside and like you're gonna like call.
In case he
I-
notices.
yeah,
the-
well, I'm gonna-
What's the safe word? How do we know he's coming?
Squeak, squeak.
Okay,
Good one.
noted.
Great.
I'll
Wait.
I'll climb up one of the buildings, and I'll just stay on like a roof and just watch. Kind
Can
of
I
my
just
thing.
create a minor illusion that the door actually looks like it's fixed?
You can probably do that. Is that...
We should have just done
You have
that.
to you have to target the guy though with that spell, so you need to see him first before.
Oh, he does, it's not prestidigitation. It's a. I see.
Yeah, it's the illusion in his mind,
Got
not
it.
a physical thing.
Got it.
But just have him go out front, and then he'll cast the.
Well, no, when I hear the squeaks that he's on his way.
The squeak squeak. Gotcha.
You'll
Done.
look out the window and
Cast it. Easy
cast
peasy.
some. Does he have to do like a save against that? How does that work?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's on his spell. It
Okay.
says.
I have a 30-foot range, and it's. Oh, I have to have a bit of fleece too.
That's sure. You pulled it. Like it somehow poofed out of the door when Johnny broke it. There's fleas everywhere.
Cool.
You should be good. Okay. What about the rest of you?
Did we find anything else in the house?
I mean, he has
Any
lots.
money?
He has lots of pictures of his family. You check all the kind of normal places for where someone would stash some gold, and he doesn't seem. It doesn't
looking
seem like
for
this.
nude.
It hasn't been cleaned in a long time. This house has gone to hell. There's spider webs in the corners. Like this house is kind of falling.
Are there
apart.
any other doors?
I mean, he has like bedroom and stuff.
Okay, I kicked that one down.
The door holds strong.
Fuck. Okay, worth the shot.
I laugh. Some
yeah.
fucking giant.
Yeah. The cleanest thing in this room is kind of on the mantle of the fireplace. It's just like a picture, like a portrait of what looks like him and his pregnant wife, and that's about it. Okay. So we're gonna wait for this guy to come home.
Yep.
Okay.
Stakeout.
Cool.
Okay, so lots and lots of hours go by. It's like 7 a.m. at this point.
I've masturbated all over that picture on the
Wow. So you hear some guy kind of. It's a big Loxodon. Like if you guys don't know, Loxodons are elephant people. He's gigantic. He's like walking down the road singing a song. He's just drunk as he could possibly be. Really.
Squeak.
Was that it?
Squeak.
Come on, guys.
Do I have to do like a saving throw?
What are you trying to do?
Well, Lewis minor illusioned.
Oh, okay. Is he inside the? Wait. Oh, so you're.
So
Okay.
Lewis is in the house looking out the window, I think. No.
Yeah. I've ran to the window when I heard the squeaks.
Yeah. So it's his spell save. So your spell save DC. What do you know your spell save? Louis? It would be on your spells page. It's in the top middle.
14.
14.
It's
So it's a
spell
DC 4. So you do an int check on the Loxodon, and it needs a beat of 14.
I feel like he's drunk. He should have disbanded.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
I agree.
That works. He's really drunk. There's not a lot going on. He stumbles up to the door, fumbles for the key. The door just swings open. He doesn't even notice at all. He walks into his living room.
I climb down the building as they're doing that and kind of like stand at the door.
Okay.
So you can't run away.
Just starts kind of walking down the hallway to his bed. He is looking to like just pass
You
out.
don't want to go. You don't want to go there.
I guess I'm gonna step out in front of him. Stop him.
What the fuck are you doing in my house? Like, do you know who I am?
Yeah, we also. I know who you are. I know exactly who you are.
Who are you then?
I'm from the Orzhov Syndicate.
I
You
mean,
owe us a lot of money.
yeah, but you guys know I'm good for it. I'm like,
Oh,
I make my payments. Everything's on the up and up. What are you
2
guys doing in my
months late.
house? 2
We're
months?
coming
No,
collect.
it's not 2 months. It hasn't been 2 months. I just paid him.
How big is this? This guy's like an elephant, dude.
He's looking at 6'7", 300 pounds.
Oh, that's not that big. Okay, we walk up behind him and like give him a little bit of a bump, like with
Just
our
put like a hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hand on the shoulder.
He like uses.
Actually, hold on.
Wait,
We were in the
arm rest
room.
him? We're gonna arm
No,
wrestle
wait, stop. We were in the room.
wrestle.
We kicked down the door, come out of his room, and he like
Arm wrestling.
boost. Like we're in the room now. We put a hand on his shoulder, and we're like, you might want to give us the money that we.
That's not what we're here for, but
That's fine.
I like
He would have paid it already if he had the fucking money. That's all I'm like whispering this to the other head.
Yeah.
So you've kicked a door down,
Yeah,
and then you started arguing with yourselves.
Yeah, just a nat 20, and the door is gone.
The door, it flew off the hinges, hit the other side of the hallway, and it's just like still upright on the other side of the hallway. And then he's like, "God, what are you? God, how am I? I don't have this money. Like you, I made my payments. Like,
It's okay. It's okay. We'll ignore the 2 months late, but you're gonna help us out with something in return.
I mean, sure. You guys are gonna have to pay for this door.
Well, consider it the late fee for your missed payments.
Let's go, boss.
Well, I mean, that seems a little harsh, but what are we talking about here?
Okay, so there's a particular prisoner in the jail right now who we would like to liberate a little bit early. We need you to give us the keys, or preferably just leave the doors open and get all the cops out of the jail at 11 p.m. tomorrow.
I mean, like, there's
tonight.
no way I'm going to be able to get the cops out. There's prisoners in there. I can't just leave the door open. They'll leave. I can't do that. Like, someone's going to see me.
Well, do you have the keys?
Of course I have the keys. That's what I do.
No, you don't. You lost your keys. Remember? You lost them. And now we have them.
Roll a... Yeah. I think all of you should probably roll intimidation checks at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
When the door flew across, he is
door shit.
Freaked the fuck out by the door. But also now this creepy man with, I'm assuming, a 3-foot spider is also not making me that excited. So
the spider's slowly crawling towards him.
Okay.
One leg at a time.
Okay. I have the keys. I'm sure I've lost the keys before. I might lose my job this time. I really wouldn't prefer that. But I'm sure if I don't owe you guys any money anymore,
We're just overlooking the late fee, sir.
You said the door was the late fee. Guys, I'm drunk here, but I'm trying to keep all the facts straight.
Sound very drunk.
I'm just.
You're late 2 months, so there's 2 late fees. One for the first month, one for the second month.
Okay, and so as long as you're just not going to do this anymore, like this door is going to cost me. I don't even know.
We already fixed your front door, dude.
Yeah, that guy fixed
Like,
what are we talking? The front door was perfect when I got here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It got fixed by a master carpenter.
Yeah.
It wasn't broken.
That's because the master carpenter got his hands on it.
Well, I don't really like this. He reaches in his pocket, and there's a bunch of keys on a ring. And he's like, it's this one. Can you bring them back so that maybe I can like find them later and not lose my job? Is that something you guys could do?
How about this? We'll leave him in the jail when we leave.
In the women's bathroom.
Yeah.
Perfect.
In the toilet.
Perfect. Okay.
We'll leave him in the journal.
What's a urinal?
You'll know when you see it.
Hey, Sten, we're going to be rich. We're going to invent the urinal.
Guys, it's been a pleasure.
Do we think that he told us the truth about which keys? Like, do we get that sense from him?
Roll a perception check.
I feel like I really intimidated.
Insight seems better.
Yeah, insight. Not so good.
Yeah, Ferric and Gaysi. Yeah, you guys, nothing's coming off of him. Seems weird. He's pretty drunk. Doesn't seem like he's sober enough to like make up lies on the fly here. Yeah, you think he's probably good for it.
Cool. So I think we're good then.
Well, one last thing. If you tell anyone we were in here, there's going to be hell to pay.
Intimidation.
Literally.
Intimidation check.
Oh, God.
How is this man already not terrified?
I mean, he's scared. He wasn't scared of Wesley's earlier.
Smash one of his shits in a bottle.
Yeah, let me start kicking more shit.
Yeah, break something and I'll give you advantage. Like,
Yeah, smash a ship.
I smash a ship in the bottle.
God.
As I say it.
He
Oh.
It bounces.
You yourself on the glass.
It like the glass hits the ground, bounces. It lands straight up on its end, like he flipped a water bottle, and he's just like, huh. Well, I mean, at least you didn't break that. But, all right. Well, can you? Are you guys gonna leave now?
Like next time it gets broken, and then we walk out.
First the giant can't break a door, and now this.
He didn't see that one. We're fine.
Yeah.
Practice run. We left you up on purpose.
Yeah, for the big moment.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. And he just kind of like stumbles off down into his open door that is where his bedroom was, and lays down.
I want to whisper to him before we leave and say, if he ever wants to owe us a favor, we might be able to help you find out what happened to your departed wife. And then I just walk away.
He like just starts crying.
Oh,
Oof.
that was fucked up, man.
Yeah, what the hell, spider guy?
Hey, can I pull out my bagpipes and play him a tune?
Yes. Oh, Danny boy.
Oh God. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. This is the loudest robbery I've ever heard of.
We didn't rob anything.
Well, you stole
Yeah,
his
we didn't
keys.
He gave them to us.
Well,
That wasn't stealing.
is that how that works? Okay. So
We did it about 6
I was not prepared for the bagpipes. Okay, well, you guys you march out of his house with the fucking bagpipe music playing. Okay. So now what?
Just go back to the safe house.
Yeah, take a nap.
What time is it?
I mean that
We got like a lot of hours.
it was like 6 in the morning when he showed up. So yeah, you got some day to burn.
Do you want to also hit up this lady?
Can we
She
make
cheated
a
on
copy
her
of the
husband.
keys? How hard is that in this day and age?
What
Like,
did
can
you
we take it to the creepy guild and have them make a copy of the keys?
The Demir or the Orzhov?
The one who we met with, like, that gave us the note and all the info.
I would guess that they could probably make copies to
Yeah.
I
keys.
feel like if anyone could do it, they probably could.
That seems plausible.
I also have an idea.
Okay.
Maybe
think we
we
should go
should
to
kidnap one of the children of the woman.
Well,
the
I
other
was gonna
person,
say we
just
should
as a backup.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should
blackmail
go.
her.
Yeah.
We should go to
Shit,
Plum
fair.
Delicious.
That one
I
of the
mean-
kids isn't even the dude's kid.
That's interesting. I mean, we can do both. Blackmail and kidnap.
Can we just show up at her work with an ancestry DNA kit?
No, we should take the son that is related, and then leave a note that says we left the one that's not yours. So it's like kind of two birds in one stone.
Oh, and then that guy's gonna be all distracted at work.
Yeah.
Psychological torture.
Oh, no, he's
I like
probably-
it.
I mean, yeah. Or we can just not.
All of those things sound fine and plausible.
I say we just leave it.
And she's already had an affair once, so
Who knows? Maybe the other kid isn't his either.
Or
They
it's,
can't tell that one's a half elf and one's a full elf.
it's young, so
I suppose. Yeah.
they still probably have pointy ears. So I mean, there's not much else. So what do you want to do? Are we gonna go lean on this wife? Are we gonna go lean on this guy? Are we gonna just show up?
Well, what do we think we can get from the wife, guys? Anything of use?
Maybe get one of her babies.
What is it with you and the baby?
Dude.
Spider Guy's not making any more suggestions.
The rot farms like really flourish when there's a dead baby down there. So
Why?
Wow, really?
Oh.
Do you guys know about the gruel? Like that's what you are, right?
Golgari.
Golgari. Do you guys know about the Golgari at all?
I do not remember.
Dave, you want to explain the Golgari?
Yeah, they're kind of they're like drow elves, so they live in the sewers of the city in like the darkness. They're in charge of waste management, in the sense that they collect anything that gets flushed, thrown, discarded down the sewers, and then they grow food for the poor in these rot farms, which are just corpses and feces and who the hell knows what else down there. There's some other stuff, but that's the gist of it. I'm a scout for the Golgari, so they send me above ground. But yeah, my girlfriend, she's a rot farmer. Oh, she says babies fertilize like nothing else.
You people are gross.
Sounds like a lovely girl.
I just noticed that dude's like more than twice the age of his wife. Wow.
Jeez.
Gross.
Well, and the 6-month-old is only a foot shorter than the 9-year-old.
Oh, yeah. That's probably not a great height. I think that was supposed to be a 24. But
There's a lot of inbreeding in elf culture, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, you know what? We should go lean on the wife and get her to go to the police station at night and distract her husband while we sneak around.
That seems needlessly complicated. Like, get the wife to go talk to her husband, and then he'll be all like, "Oh, my wife," and we could just sneak around in the.
I'm down for whatever.
You
make the call.
And sneak into the.
As long as there's doors to be kicked, I'll be there. I'll make it happen for you.
There won't be any doors to kick. We have the keys.
No. You don't know that works on all the doors.
Kick him on the way out.
Yeah, exactly. That's our calling card.
Yeah, let's just go back to the safe house.
Okay. All right. So you guys get to the safe house. Do you want to? I mean, I think you guys can still see this map if you wanted.
Yeah.
Wanted to. Do you want to like re-inspect this? Do you want to come up with like a plan for how you're gonna do this, or you guys just want to go to sleep and wing it in the morning?
I mean, someone's gonna have to distract the people at the front desk while the other guy slips in behind. Right?
I think
Yeah,
Sten
copy the key, by the way.
Sten should get drunk.
Does anyone know magic that can like
Oh.
disable the guard?
Someone just had a great idea. Wait, do they check you before they lock you up? Like, take your shit away?
I mean, usually, yeah. Your shoelaces, they pat you down. Like Trace's stuff is probably in the
Pocket?
evidence locker.
Nature's pocket?
I mean, Nature's Pocket is for a drunk guy. They're probably not gonna check that. If that,
Because someone could keister the keys, get drunk, get locked up, then they have the keys, they can open up, get out themselves, then they'll just be
Now
walking
that's
out.
a spy.
Right?
I know just the man for the job.
Are you thinking of a drunk, or are you thinking of somebody who'd be good at keystering the key?
Either or both.
they're not the
It's more
same
of a-
person.
It's more of a bag of holding. Making bag of holding.
You guys
So,
remember that
any
the
volunteers?
key is really jagged looking, and it's got like a lot of teeth.
Rusty.
Yeah, it's
Well, I think Gaysi likes pain, so
Yeah, I walk to the front of the line.
this
But
is like
we'll
the
make a
worst
copy first.
Ocean's 11 ever.
we'll make a copy of the key first in case that doesn't work.
In case it doesn't come out.
I like this plan.
Okay. So you tell the vampire guy that you want to make a copy of this key, and he's like, well, I mean, yeah, we have some contacts that can make some copies of some keys. It's not cheap. We could do it. It's probably going to cost you guys 50 gold. I mean, there's serial numbers on here. We're going to have to find a quote-unquote reputable locksmith.
Serial? What do we need serial numbers for?
Well, no, there's
we
a
just
serial...
need keys that work.
But this serial number is going to identify that this is like a police key. Yeah. So we can't just
we'll
go to any...
leave those keys behind, and then... Oh, I see what you're saying.
If you're gonna, you can't just go copy it.
You're telling me no one in our guild or the spy guild that's helping us can copy
knows how to copy a key.
I mean, I'm telling you, we know how to copy keys, but it's gonna cost you some money. That's all I'm telling you.
Intimidation.
But I mean, how badly do you want to get Trace out of prison?
Eh.
I mean,
I can take it or leave it, really.
There's other ways to get him out of prison. I don't think you guys like specifically.
That's it, guys. I give up. I give up on Trace. We're leaving him in jail.
Well, I mean, if you want, I can make the guard blind at the front desk.
Oh, that's right. You can do that. But I feel like you might freak out once you do that, though.
That's when we knock him out.
Blind and
Why don't
deaf.
we just go in there and beat the shit out of people and knock them out and just take them? Yeah.
I agree.
I think we're thinking too much of this.
I mean,
Like
you know what?
Backup plan. We're not Ocean's 11 here.
The vampire's like, obviously. It couldn't be more clear to me.
We're more like, what's that new one? Ocean's 8 or 7 with the girls?
Yeah.
Ocean's 8. Well, we're Ocean's 4.5 is best.
Yes. 6 on a good day. All right. So what are we gonna do? Are we copying a key?
Or we could go to the middle of the jail and I could do a big performance and distract everybody at once.
There. Let's do that. Good enough.
Okay, so looking at this blueprint, there's a door that leads from like the lobby to the bullpen. It may be open when you get there, but that is most likely locked. But the front desk people probably have keys. He explained that at some point that you could probably get the keys off of them. That's at least going to get you into this bullpen area. So getting in the middle.
Wait, the keys we have is only for the cell?
He can't have keys to everything. It's like that would be the most insecure jail of all time. I have the keys to every room in the whole fucking building, and you win. There are windows in certain rooms that you could, I suppose, you could break if you wanted to get in. You wouldn't need keys there. There's these bathroom doors, probably relatively flimsy if you wanted to do something there. The ones to the bullpen are probably locked, but again, it's not a jail cell. They're not the worst. There's windows on, like, to the little hallway where the bathroom is, so you could go. Some of you could go that way if you wanted. There's other ways in besides just this front door. Or you could go in guns blazing and see what happens.
I like blazing.
Yeah, I think we should go and just knock on the front door and see what happens.
Yeah, we're good at knocking on doors. It's our style.
No one answers. We know what the next step is.
Yeah, exactly.
We have visitation hours.
Yeah, they are at, I think, like 5 or 6 p.m. So you could definitely go talk to the front desk, and they might be able to do something.
Can we just get the key to the jail cell and put it inside of a cake and just give it to Trace and then go about our day?
Or you could attempt.
I like it.
Yeah.
Plan.
That's a really good plan.
Is anyone a baker?
I'm as good a banker as he is a carpenter.
Yeah, we got the best carpenter in the business.
So the vampire's like, have you guys never seen a jail? Like, they're not gonna let you bring him food. Like, he's a criminal he's a murderer. He's a murderer. They think he's a murderer.
How about
Can I
we
be
have
conjugal?
there you go. Keys are the keys. and then go in for some like hanky panky. And then
Well, yeah,
he
we'll
can take the
transfer
key.
them when he gives me a rusty trombone.
This isn't a prison. It's just a jail. There's not conjugal visits in a jail.
Oh.
I was cool with just walking in.
Yeah, let's walk in and I can make the front guard both blind and deaf because I can.
Can he? The big problem is him making noise when you make him blind.
Oh yeah, I can't make him mute.
Don't we still have any ball gags?
I do. I have one.
Oh, God.
Well, I wasn't envisioning that, but that's a great idea.
I think I actually have one too because we never got to play that room.
Yeah, we have 2 actually.
Yeah,
One
there's,
for you,
there's,
one for me.
there's definitely. I don't think Trace has one in his bag, in the evidence locker. So, but you guys might have them.
Yeah, I still have mine.
Yeah, I have mine in my bag.
All right, so you guys are gonna go in the front door.
Ball gag all the guards.
You're gonna try to overpower the guards at the front and ball gag them.
How many people can you make blind at a time?
I can do 2 people at once.
All right, so there's 2 guards in the front, so you blind those guys, tie them up, ball gag. The lady in the evidence room is probably asleep anyway, so screw her. We just tie her up.
Well,
Lots
I mean,
of
I
time.
can if you want to.
Not literally screw her. I know.
I have I don't know if this is gonna be. We just got darkness this level, which is
Oh yeah.
magical darkness spreads from the point you choose, filling a 15-foot radius.
The problem with that is it makes its darkness for everyone, so we can't see in it as well.
I have dark vision, so I'll be
No,
fine.
It
yeah,
doesn't
you
work.
can't
It
see
doesn't
through
work with
darkness.
darkness.
Even yeah,
Creature
it's,
with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light cannot illuminate it.
Wow.
Ooh, but I have. Oh, that doesn't help. I'm like, I can light it up with magical light, but then that's enough.
everybody, here we are. Okay, so
Yeah.
you have a plan for the front, and then
We just have to tie up the evidence room lady, and then the only other guard left is the dude we just took the keys from. He's not going to do shit. Well, hopefully he remembers us. But either way, we can just intimidate him.
Let's just go into the first room.
Right.
We'll just kick a door again.
Take their clothes,
They'll all come flooding back.
take their clothes, and then walk around like we got some keys, we got a uniform, we're supposed to be there.
That's what we should have. Never mind. That won't work.
What?
I was gonna say we took his uniform, but I'm
He's
pretty
too
sure they
big.
know who works there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't wear locked it on size.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I
too
don't think
small.
any of us would fit.
Okay, so we're kicking down a door.
okay,
Sounds
Well,
good
we're
to me.
Going for it.
We're blinding them, tying them up, then kicking down the door.
okay,
Yep.
okay. All right. So everybody, you get a good rest. We have hit points and everything is good. So the place is like a half an hour walk from where you are. So you want to leave at like 10:30 ish. You can get there
Yeah.
probably right on time.
Cool. Was it that we needed him out by 11, or that's when we had to
No,
make
I think
our
that's when the
move?
plan starts.
Yeah, at around 11 is probably when the least amount of people are going to be there.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's 10:30. You start walking outside, and
Yeah, I just thought of something. There might be people in the lobby too.
Yeah, we'll kill them too.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, they don't matter, right? So we can kill them.
I mean, you guys are
I mean, you're not
outside, so
supposed to kill anyone in the police station. So if you want to kill him, take him outside first, and then
How many bodies can you dispose of quickly? Body disposer?
I mean, so Spin can eat one pretty quickly, but really all we have to do is drag one down to a sewer and it'll take care of itself.
Are there any sewers nearby that police
Oh
station?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There's like storm drains and that kind of stuff all around.
Just in case.
Great.
I'll cast darkness first so no one can see, and then we'll just sneak the bodies out.
Okay, so you walk outside. There, like, You walk for a few minutes, and you're in like a warehouse district, so you can't really see that much. But when the warehouse houses kind of start to be behind you, and you can see more of the city, there are fires literally fucking everywhere. And you start to hear music and screaming, and you realize that there's a Rakdos circus, like having a parade down some of these streets, like right around this jail, and it is one of the biggest Rakdos circuses you have fucking ever seen. The thing that you notice the most is just the blood. It is literally like flowing down the gutters as if it was raining blood somewhere else. There's just blood everywhere. They've probably been like draining themselves or patrons for months in order to like
Delicious.
get this to happen. Feel free to like lap from the gutter if that's what you want to do.
I look over to the Rakdos guy. I'm like, is this for these guys from your circus or your ring?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like
Where's my buddy?
Telltale Rakdos ridiculous.
Yeah, but I was asking because like they're in like different groups, so I was trying to see if like these are people that he would know, or is it some other enemy group, another like faction within the Rakdos?
It's up to you.
To make our lives easier, yeah, I know these guys, and they are friendly with me at least.
Okay. You're also noticing that the Gruul clan has decided to destroy as much of civilization as possible. The Gruul don't like the organization of the city of Ravnica. They don't like any of that. They're just like burning shit down and breaking windows, and they're picking fights with civilians in the street. They're fucking police, what seems like everywhere, trying to like quell the chaos, but they're failing just completely. There's so many Rakdos and so many Gruul. It's impossible for them to keep this all in lockdown.
I wonder if that spy guild set all this up.
Yeah, the timing is pretty spot on.
Coincidental.
So
That's good.
you guys get to the jail.
Nice.
Who's going in first? What's the plan here?
Gaysi, go talk to him. Or actually, I'm gonna go in and scope out how many people are in the room. I just want to know how many people we're dealing with.
Okay, so you're gonna go in and like sit down, or you're gonna go up and talk to the people at the front desk?
I'm just gonna go in and sit down.
Okay, so there's some benches. They're kind of like the vampire was saying, like citizens. It's not worth coming out today to try to report anything. Everyone knows everything is burning. There's no one in there. There's 2 police officers at the front desk. They kind of look at you like, "Can I help you?"
Oh, that's it? There's no one else in here?
No, there's no one's like in line. There's yeah.
Okay. I'll be like, just give me 1 second. I need to get someone. I'm gonna go and the rest of the gang.
They look at each other like, what?
Well, I don't have to be in the room to do the blindness.
Oh, you don't have to be in the
You
room?
probably have
you
to
need someone next to
see
them.
them. I would guess you have to see them.
Within 30 feet.
Yeah, you would have to see them because you have to you're targeting them. So like,
There's no windows within the
Are,
entrance.
are there windows? I don't remember on this pop out that won't pop out. There we go. There's a window on the side behind one of the benches, like not the same where the doors are, but on the right. So yeah, you can see them from there.
Okay. So yeah, then I can.
Goil and Liog, as soon as they're blinded, ball gags and robes.
Got him.
Got it.
Door kicking and ball gags.
Minus some dorky.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you're gonna cast.
Blindness.
We're gonna walk
So
in.
what kind of save is that?
it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so I click on. It's just the word Constitution, right?
Oh yeah, if you don't have a plus to save on it.
So one of them rolled a 1, and one of them rolled a 10. What is the
14.
save? 14. Okay, so both of them are one of. You get to pick one, right? It's blind.
I get to do both of them. I can do at higher. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target one additional creature for each slot above for each slot level above 2nd.
So you get both of them, and then is it blindness or deafness, or is it blindness and deafness?
It's or one or the other. So I make them both blind.
Okay, so they're blind.
Right.
They reach for their eyes. They're like, "What the what?"
And then ball gag.
Yeah, we got 1 minute too, so we gotta make this quick.
Okay, so you guys are gonna try to like overpower them and put a ball gag on them.
Yeah, I'm very confident.
Okay, so which one? You probably can't do both at the same time.
Who
So
else is really strong? I'm not. So
I mean, you can't see.
I mean, they might have like
should roll with
disadvantage.
advantage.
yeah, I think that's fair. So the Goil, pick one and roll strength or
Do it.
athletics, maybe. I guess one of those.
Do athletics. Are you doing it, Liog?
Oh yeah, I can. Bam.
Okay, and that rolls against my what, Dave? If it's
Probably like passive strength.
do I just do
whatever,
my
like
strength as well?
grappling. Yeah, go ahead. Just do yours.
Okay. Well, you
Nice.
overpower. Which one do you want to overpower? Do you want to overpower? I guess this guy, right? The
Sure.
Laundrianal. So
Yeah.
he's down. He's ball gagged. You can't see anymore. His arms and legs are still free.
Yeah,
Time
that's probably
up, time
fine
up.
now. We'll time up
Yeah.
in a second.
Okay.
Can we get the ball guy on the other guy first?
We're not technically an initiative, but does anybody else want to like rush at that guy while he's kind of rushing at the first one?
Who has the
So-
keys?
Who's?
Probably
The
Wesley.
leader.
Did we leave them in the apartment?
I'm gonna say I have the keys.
Oh, but we think he could get the keys from the guy you just ball gagged because he has the keys to get into the next room.
And someone needs
We'll,
to.
we'll get them in a
Okay,
second.
so-
Let's make sure the guy's ball guy first.
Okay, so
I
who's-
stab him with a dagger.
You
Oh, no, I don't have a dagger.
Why?
Okay.
I use my whip actually. 'cause
What's
I don't have a
your
dagger.
roll your attack?
And he's bound and
This is the
blind.
the
so
second
he
guy?
should have disadvantage.
This is the second guy.
the guy who's
Oh, you hit the
yeah,
guy.
who's-
That he took
yeah,
down.
the guy who's bound. Yes.
You still with advantage because he's blind and gagged. You hit him for 5 damage. You hear like he's not happy.
I like take the end that's like bleeding. It has his blood on it and give it to my spider to kind of. Nip.
And I see what's going on, and I run up and stab the same guy with
What
my
the hell?
All right, roll attack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you hit him
You
as
guys
well.
are gonna kill these dudes.
Fine.
He's not looking great. He's
I only stabbed him with stun damage, though.
okay. Sure, great. He's not
Has
looking.
Non-vital.
Has
So no
anyone
one-
tied up the other guy?
No, the other guy is
Or
screaming
he's just like,
at this
"Fuck
point.
that guy."
Like, what the fuck is going on? He hears like a whip crack. Like his friend is like,
Wait, you guys were attacking the guy who had the gag on?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
So make sure he
I
knows
feel like
that
it
he's.
also should be noted that there's probably some loud shit going on outside. Probably
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of screaming and fire. So like it's not
Yeah.
that irregular to hear some screaming.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna yell. Well, not yell, but say, someone tie up the other guy and stop stabbing people.
I'll run over and tie up that guy.
All right. So do strength check. See if you can overwhelm this guy. It's got to be with advantage. He can't see.
Yeah.
Why can't I find strength?
That's the far left.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage.
Okay, so this guy, it's a dwarf. He's not like doesn't have the full plate mail or anything, but he has this like holier than thou kind of vibe. But he falls down. He's fucking yelling and screaming shit. Are you gonna ball gag him? What's the plan?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
ball-
stab him too with my dagger.
Jesus!
I feel like it's not your turn yet.
Gaysi,
yeah.
stop stabbing people.
Well, now that we acknowledged it, it has to be canon. So he takes some damage. He's now muffled. He's like, oh, what the fuck? But it's pretty quiet. No one's probably going to hear this in the other rooms.
Well, that's good.
So you...
This went well.
well,
Terrible.
it went. It definitely went. Okay, so you guys
Did they have any weapons on
yeah.
Did we
him?
get the keys?
Disarm him. Yeah, take everything off of him.
And blindfold him too.
Oh,
Some
clever.
blindness is
And
going
break
on
their knees.
No knee breaking.
I'm just gonna knock the guy out that I tied up. So
Okay.
That's a good idea. Yeah, we should do that.
And still blindfold him.
Okay. So are you going to knock them out with their own weapons just to really fuck with them, or...
Just choke
No.
him out. Just choke
No.
him out.
Yeah, sleeper maneuver.
Okay.
Ideally, I knock him out with a door.
You don't get to have a shield anymore. You just carry like a door around.
Badass.
It's the door from the other building. You just brought it with you. Okay, so yeah, you choke them out. They don't put up much of a
I'm gonna
fight.
knock him out with my carpenter tools.
Great. Well, at least this time you were effective.
He was using them wrong last time. This is how you're supposed to.
Okay, so yeah, they both go to sleep. You guys disarm them. I don't know what you're gonna do with their weapons.
Got the
but
keys.
they have one of them had keys on them to. You're guessing it's to like the bathroom door and this door that leads into the bullpen. Now what?
Can we bar the front doors so we don't get any?
Yeah, they have
They're
a
closed.
they have a
Fine.
lock. They have a key to the front door as well, so
Okay.
you can lock that from
Is
there.
there a back exit to this place?
There is whatever you remember there to be.
Well, we have the map,
Yeah,
right?
you could pull that up.
I don't.
I
see a
almost
map.
took this from you, and I figured like it was way too fucked up to do that. So, but there's no squares on this grid. We're not gonna do like I get to move 5 squares. We're just gonna
Okay.
talk about
We're
it.
gonna stroll through.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume we're gonna put the bodies in a way. Are we gonna leave them in this room or like carry them to the back?
Just
Yeah, I
hide
was thinking maybe
Item.
somebody should put on the uniform and act like the front guard while
Yeah,
everybody
to
else.
keep watch. Signal if more cops come.
Squeak, squeak.
Not it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Alright, who's the most even-tempered?
Happy.
Who's the most
actually,
even-tempered?
I'm willing to do it.
The even-tempered guy is in jail. Is what.
Who's not gonna stab anyone?
I mean, you can leave me.
There's supposed to be 2 guards.
You were the first one to attack someone.
I got it out of my system. I'm good.
I think we should leave the giant. This is the biggest. This is the scariest.
Their clothing doesn't fit us. It's too small.
Why don't we just drag them with us? Like, so
Well, we need to
Well, we
leave
need someone at the door.
Watch.
Well, you guys can lock the. You can lock the
Lock
front
the
door.
door.
We can also just put a sign on the door that says "Police away, be back in an hour."
Let's do that.
You see some paperwork, like some blank pages on the desk. You could, in theory, write a note if you
It's like
want.
a sign that has like a
Right.
little like fake clock on it, so we can just like move the hour in. And, like, an hour from be back for lunch.
Out to lunch. Be back in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
There was an emergency. They all had to leave.
Yeah, I mean there is an emergency happening outside.
Yeah.
Put that sign on the door. Lock it. Hide the bodies.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. So you lock the door. You put an out to lunch sign on the police office.
Not lunch. Out to an emergency.
Oh, out to an emergency. Okay.
It's 11 at night. How are we gonna be out at lunch?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta eat. Okay. So you're just gonna leave the bodies kind of behind the front desk, or are you gonna drag them with you into the next?
No, I think they're fine.
We
They're
just need
not
to make sure
visible,
they
right?
can't be seen from the.
I mean,
window.
there's a window on the right, so you might want
Just
to.
put them in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hide 'em.
Okay. So you guys hide them in the bathroom, the closest bathroom to you. That seems fine. Are you gonna go into this like bullpen area through the from the bathroom side? Or are you gonna come through the front door? What's the plan here?
So half the guys go for
You
Say again?
you
What was
broke
that?
it's split up.
it. Half through the bathroom,
Half
half
through
through
the
the
bathroom.
Yep.
through the front door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. It's not like you guys have synchronized watches or anything, so the people in the front area just kind of give them a minute, and then who wants to be in the bathroom? How many? Like, which people want to be there?
Me and Spin can go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
that's what-
Ferrex, Den, and a fucking 3-foot spider go to the bathroom. You guys kind of, the timing is not as awesome as you want it to be, but you both end up in this bullpen. You look around. It's a ghost town. There's just empty desks. There's
Good deal.
basically no cops here. You do notice that there are windows on either side of this bullpen that lead out to the outside world.
Do we see anyone on the other side of the windows?
Not at the moment.
How about the evidence room? Do we see
Uh,
anyone sitting at that window?
There's definitely an old lady. She seems to have her head kind of like rested on her hand. She's likely asleep. You can't really tell from where you guys are at the doors, but there's someone in there.
Is it like a window?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like when you buy movie tickets. It's like one of those kind of scenarios. Usually, she would go and like get the evidence that you're requesting, and then bring it to you and like hand it to you and make you fill out the appropriate paperwork.
Okay, so can we?
We can't tell if she's asleep, right?
I mean, you could walk up to her.
Do we have the key? We have the keys though for that. Right.
She is the. You could try. You don't really know, I guess.
Sure.
They're not super
Anyone?
labeled.
Is anyone able to control people? Make them just do stuff?
Ooh, can we do that?
I don't know how much control. We can make people attack. I don't know
Oh
if we can make
yeah,
them do what we want.
yeah. No,
I think it's time to kick down a door.
Um,
I know someone who's pretty good at that.
Or break the window. I mean,
No, doors are sort of the same.
She's sleeping, right?
I mean, you don't know. It's likely the vampire told
We can-
you that she's probably on her like 5th chamomile tea at this point. She's likely out for the count.
well, let's go get.
Somebody ball gag her.
Who has a ball gag left?
We have one left.
Okay.
That's true, actually.
we need to get that door open though. So how do we get in?
Well, I was gonna. It might make some noise when I do my thing.
We
Yeah,
can't.
do it.
Yeah.
Do your thing. There's a riot going on outside. You're fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, but
That wasn't. I can.
Here, let me try.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Both feet.
so the door smashes open, but it's a normal sized door, and Goil's head hits the frame, and he falls backwards. So the door flies open, but he falls prone, and
That's
What?
bad.
and the lady's like, huh, what? And she looks out the window, but she doesn't see anything because right in front of her, at least at the moment, there's nothing there. She hasn't done, and she's awake now, but she hasn't done much.
I want my spider to
Like-
rush her, and then I'm gonna follow in and pull a bow and aim it at her to threaten.
Okay, so this you come like when you get to like where the window where you can like make eye contact with this lady. This is like a decrepit old goblin. She has like this white hair. She is very frail looking. But she looks nice for a goblin. Like she might make you cookies on the weekend or something. Is Spider going to attack her?
Yes,
Okay.
spider
wait,
attack.
what?
Why?
Okay. Well,
Why you just web her up, man?
uh,
That's not good.
well, you rolled an 8.
missed.
She's like, "What the fuck?" She screams like a lady that saw a mouse, just like the loudest possible scream. And you guys should roll initiative now. I don't know how to do any of that, so this would be interesting on my end.
Oh, yeah, we can't track it because we don't have
Oh, yeah,
tokens.
Okay. Oh, can I?
So
aren't there
actually, we can just do it
tokens
for. Yeah. So what you should do is
Well, we
just
can-
open the tracker on the left,
there? Track on the
and then-
left. Track on the
and then
left.
click. We just have to click our characters and then click the
I
initiative.
don't know where they.
It's like I can't see it, but
I
it's
know.
one of the things on the left inside. It looks
Okay,
like a clock, I think.
Okay. Oh, click. Aha.
There we go.
Did that pop up for everybody? Just everybody click on your token and then re-roll initiative. And you'll get.
But I rolled. That's fine.
Well, we'll fucking fix it. Like if you rolled the 21, if it's terrible, we'll move
Oh,
it.
actually, he goes on my own turn.
It's
You can
even
delete my
better
spider.
now.
The spider goes on my turn.
I don't see Sten still.
It still didn't show up. It said you wanted to send the result of the roll to your turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
You have to.
Oh,
you click on your token.
Click on your token.
I did.
Well,
Do you have like the 3 circles above it?
That
I
just
didn't
hates
wanna
you.
do it.
Okay, well, John, can I just like
Just add it manually. You can just add it manually.
Okay. Is it with this gear?
Probably.
That doesn't seem likely. Is it? Nope. Oh, that's cool though. I
Or
don't
just
have-
roll it for him. Click on this thing and roll it for him.
Well, there's got to be a way to do this better. Oh, here. Step. Add. I don't know how to give you the number, but we'll put you at
Oh, I know what I did wrong.
Yeah, you something.
Clicked on my name.
Got it.
Ah.
Well, this seems fine. Okay, so, and then I need to add some
I
lady
have no
to
roll.
this. We're gonna... Oh, damn.
Well, why even bother, Cameron?
Yeah,
We're
that's-
gonna kill this thing in one hit.
That's
It's
true.
dead.
That's, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna murder her, I suppose. Okay, so, Sten, you get to act first. So, in front of the doorway is a giant who has fallen down. He opened a door successfully, but he's fallen down. And there's a spider that has, like, rushed in to try to fight this lady. And now you're up.
Okay, so we're just fighting a lady.
Don't kill her.
We can just make it look like a heart attack, like she died of old age or something. It's fine.
With your spider and bow.
Yeah, can I give her enough psychic damage that she has a heart attack?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Why are you all such terrible people?
Because Cameron made a character.
You're very aligned with your character.
Hey, Cameron,
She doesn't even have a name.
She doesn't have. There's no character sheet for this person.
Can she
I'm
be 1 day
running
from
in.
retirement?
Say that again.
Can she be 1 day from retirement?
Yes, yes. She's really old.
Just getting too old for this shit.
Alright, I'm just gonna run in and not punch her on
Jesus.
an armed attack.
Okay.
Punch no lady.
So
I want
you,
everyone to visualize this
That's
moment
what
right
we
now.
a drunken monk. Well, somewhat sober because he never actually drinks. Monk comes around the corner and just punches an 80-year-old grandma right in the face. Her jaw, it breaks. She's like screaming, but it's not working the same as it was 2 seconds ago. She falls off the chair. She hits her head. She likely breaks a hip in this moment. She's still just screaming, just so much screaming. And yeah, you do 4 damage to her.
And she's dead.
And now Ferric is up.
Okay. So I want to.
Never mind. Oh well.
Are you gonna use your multi-hit, Johnny?
I was gonna say yeah, I get to hit twice.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you have double attack.
She's
now.
on the
Seems
ground. So
unnecessary.
like her feet are on the chair now. Her head is like crooked against the wall.
She's like curb stomper now. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
No, he hit her.
Oh, you hit her again. Okay.
Yeah.
She's
like it's like a thud. She's gurgling now. She's like pretty fucked up. But the screams are dampened by like just the blood in her mouth and the age. But yeah, I mean she's alive. I guess that's something.
Is she like moving, or is she just kind of sitting there?
She's a little flaily. Things are fucked up. Like she's gonna have to crawl home tonight.
Well, she has no jaw, right?
I mean she has a jaw. It's
Broken.
not where it used to be.
Okay.
So
my turn?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna first have my spider. My spider just goes on my turn. It doesn't
Oh, okay.
actually have its own initiative. So I'm gonna have my spider attack her. She's on the ground, so advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She needs. Can you make a con? Well, unless it kills. Does a 6 kill her?
No. She's.
So she has to make a. She needs to make a con saving throw.
Okay. She doesn't pass.
Okay, so she's gonna take 8 poison damage.
Okay.
Does that kill her?
I mean, she's on death's door at this point. She's knocking on heaven's gate.
Wait, can I see her from where I am?
Sure. You're looking at her through the
I'm just
window.
gonna yell
Well,
out,
you saw
Please don't kill this old lady.
her. Okay.
So wait, we're not killing her?
No. Although I guess
Can
at
I-
this point it's probably putting her out of her misery. Jesus.
Can my spider eat her if I do kill her? He hasn't eaten today.
I mean, if we accidentally kill her, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at her with my bow.
Oh my God.
If I have.
Okay.
Your spider can eat one person's day.
She-
You're using it on the person who can't do anything. The person we absolutely don't need to worry about.
We need to hide the evidence.
We're gonna have to kill the Loxodon too. He's in the room.
Yeah. So I shot the lady.
Okay, so you shoot at this lady. I was gonna give you disadvantage because she's kind of like protected by the chair that you guys fucking knocked her out of. She's like hidden, but it didn't matter. You shoot right between the legs of the chair, hit her square in the heart, and there's one final beat, and she just goes limp in the evidence room.
And I kind of nod at Spin and go, take care of it. And he starts eating her.
Okay, so there's now a spider eating a lady, like over there, and Gaysi, you want to roll like a perception check, I think.
What am I rolling perception for?
We'll just roll it and we'll find out what you're rolling it for.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you started to hear like a faint like what the fuck from like coming from down the hallway. It sounds like a much more sober version of the guy that you fucking intimidated the shit out of earlier in the evening. And you can do whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna skip my turn and just watch the spider eat the old woman.
Okay, we're gonna just let that happen. Wesley, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the guy to try to stop him from coming over here. Does he remember me?
Okay, so you're standing like in the hallway through.
Wait, I have a question though,
Sure.
real quick.
Sure.
How did the guy, where did he come from? Or
He-
did you see where he came in?
Guarding the
Yeah,
cells.
he's coming from like the cell area.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you're standing in the hallway, kind of like near the door to the first little green room that you can see, and he sees you, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
We told you we were gonna be here. Don't you remember?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be here when this happened, and he's like, "Fucking get you have to go."
No, we can't. We need to do what we came here for, and then we're gonna go. So you can go hide in the hallway somewhere, just not
I
over
suggest
here.
you hide in like the green room. Where?
Yeah, go in one of the green room and just hang out there for like 30 minutes, and we'll be gone.
You came on a picture of my pregnant wife. And he like starts to draw.
Deceased.
Yeah, my dead pregnant wife. And he starts to like reach for his weapon.
Wow.
Well,
Guess we're gonna have to kill this guy too. Jesus.
Can I see him from where I'm at?
No, you're watching a spider eat an old lady right now.
But I can't turn around and see him.
Well,
from
they're
where
like in the hallway, kind of. So you from where you are, unless you leave the room, you're not going to be able to see it. But you can probably go right after his turn. Okay. So yeah, he starts to reach for like a maul that's like strapped to his back. What are you going to do?
Let's see. I think I have a spell. Command. That's the one.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So
which word are you saying to him?
Grovel. So he falls to the floor.
okay. So what kind of save do I have to do here?
Wisdom save, and it's his spell save, which I don't know what it is.
Well,
Never
rolls.
mind. It's fine.
He rolls a 1. How long does this last? Like a round? Okay. So
And then he can break it every round, I think.
So he falls to the floor. He's like, I told you guys, I pay you. I don't. Why are you in my place of business? Like, what are you doing? Like, why is this so public? And he just like he's on the ground now. Like,
Can I try to intimidate him?
well, you just use your action, so you probably can't.
But I should be able to move now, right?
You can move. Yeah, you want to be like up on him, or
I'm just gonna go open the cell and let Trace out.
okay. So you're gonna try to like walk past this guy.
Go around.
That seems like how far is this? You can probably get there. You can get really close. You probably can't get there and open it up, but on the next turn, you're close enough.
Okay.
You can probably do that. All right.
So the old lady's dead, right?
The old lady is being eaten
What
by a
old
spider.
lady?
Yeah. It
She
probably
didn't come
takes,
into work today.
It probably takes more than 6 seconds for a spider to eat a lady, even
Correct.
if it's 3 feet huge. So,
I'll say a few minutes.
yeah. So that's
Yeah.
over there. You're
I'm just gonna yell out to the other guys to come deal with this dude. Make sure he doesn't go over there.
all right. Lewis,
We
you
don't need any witnesses to it.
Lewis, you delayed. So if you wanted to go now, you could, or it's Liog and Goil.
No, the spider's still doing its thing, and I'm enthralled.
Great. Okay. All right. So Liog and Goil, what do you guys do? You are laying on the ground at the moment.
Isn't it like our whole turn to just get up?
No,
or
no,
something?
you can get up. You can. It's fine.
Okay, thank God. So we're gonna get up.
Half their
The
movement.
old
after.
lady is
Or
clearly
double
dead. I'm gonna like just throw a disapproving. Is that? I'm so annoyed by this. Where's the door that we kicked over?
Oh, you're mad at the door.
I just want to hit something, and a door is really what we're going for recently.
The door's open already.
Oh, it didn't come off the fucking wall?
No, you
That
fell
was a
down.
weak-ass kick then.
Yeah, it wasn't a great kick.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're gonna walk over and help out on distracting this room thing. Is he still groveling?
He's like, and
He should
yeah,
still be groveling.
he's groveling. Yeah, he's groveling for like another 6 or so seconds. So you're just gonna stand near him, or are you gonna hit
Do
him?
we
What
just
do you...
want to walk past him and like go to where?
Can we like lay on top of him?
That would be murder, and we're not supposed to kill people.
No, I don't think it would kill him.
He's pretty big. He's a
Yeah,
he's
he's
a
like an elephant,
loxodon.
dude.
He's
Oh yeah, he's like the 7-foot guy.
Yeah.
I lay myself upon him.
Okay. Well, he's groveling, so he doesn't put up a lot of. It's like
Yeah.
what the. What, I mean, if I have to, okay. I'm not sure what we're doing here, but if this is what it takes, sure.
I just shake my head and sigh.
Great.
In a world of magic and spells,
That's our turn.
I lay on him.
All right. So
Done.
Throom's turn. He is just like now. He's like it's kind of hard to breathe. He's like, oh, what the? Couldn't you just hit me like a man? Like, he's just, but nothing. He can't.
Ooh, like a man.
Yeah, he couldn't do anything. So, all right, Sten, you're up.
I'm gonna take my turn.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna walk out to where the dude is, and I'm gonna do Dissident Whispers on him.
What was that, dude?
DC Wisdom. Well, his wisdom is super not baller.
Whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
He failed.
Yeah, 3d6 of psychic damage.
Do it.
Oh, he already did it. It's 15 damage. It's part of
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then he must immediately use his reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from...
So he's trying. He like wiggles a little bit out from under the giant, but he's still like half covered. Like you guys are on his legs, so he's not going anywhere. And he's just like, I don't know what you guys want from me. I'm sorry. I told you I'd pay. This is really embarrassing. And Oh, it's a stand now.
Stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the only guy that's in there is the one that's under the giant.
There's the guy under the giant. You see, like, where are you? Where do you want to be standing right now? Are you in the evidence room? Are you in the hallway? Where do you want to be?
Where was the old lady? Because I haven't left her side.
Okay, you're in the evidence room. You can't probably even see this guy at the moment. You're just in a big room with lots of shelves.
Do we have the key to all the evidence lockers, or are there keys needed for them, or are they just open? Once
No, it's just like shelves in there. Basically, they just had one little door and an old lady that you killed and ate with a spider, just guarding it.
Do I know that they're all okay out there?
I mean, nobody's like screamed, so it's
Okay. I'm gonna
probably fine.
start going. Can I start going through like some important looking stuff to try to see if maybe there's like some weapons or stuff laying around?
Oh, okay. So, Dave, can I just give them weapons? It's gonna benefit me, so maybe you want to like come up with like some.
I mean, are there? I would say there's probably not more than like 1 or 2 magical weapons. Like,
Yeah, that
probably
makes sense.
uncommon ones. But for now, just treat them as just like swords and shields, whatever was confiscated from the people. Like,
Sure. Okay.
so
yeah, I mean, there's some things in there. I'm sure you're gonna be able to find something of interest to you.
Okay. Yeah, I want to look around.
Okay. So, would this be like an investigation check? Would this be?
I mean, yeah, you can do investigation.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
you're not really. I mean, everything's just kind of out there.
Yeah,
so
it's
if
just
you
out. You're
spend
gonna
enough
find.
time
I mean, there's a
looking-
lot of things to find. So, like, maybe there's like a luck to see. If
Okay.
you fucking
Yeah,
come across
investigation.
it. Yeah, do like an investigation.
Oh, I did investigation.
Okay.
I got 11.
Okay, you're just gonna average. So you are gonna you're kind of rooting through. You find like a big box. It has like a case number on it. You open it up and there's like some like brass knuckle kind of thing, and I don't know, like a lot of paperwork and some shoes and some shoelaces and just like the belongings of a guy that looked like some kind of a brawler.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. I want to take those and stash them in my
Okay.
something stash.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, Ferric, you're up. Dave.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So, guys, what are we doing? Are we
So,
trying to get out Trace, or are we
That's like
clearing
the
this?
third objective right now.
I'm getting Trace.
Okay, so you want me to take care of the Loxodon?
Don't.
I think
kill
he's
him.
taken care of.
Yeah.
He's sat on right now.
That's
Why I
but
call it taken care of.
Hold on one sec. I have to do something. I'll be right back.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Mm.
Because I mean, I can, or anyone. I mean, are we
No,
good?
I feel like we're in a good spot. Maybe who's like going and freeing Trace?
Oh wait,
I am.
who's
I am.
okay?
Don't
Well, I'm gonna
You
hold
go,
my.
like, help him out, I guess. Did you already
I'll
find
hold
his
my
stuff?
turn. No, I don't think Sten didn't find the stuff yet, did he?
I
Okay.
don't think so. I think once we
Um,
get
Your
him out, he
spider's
can
still
find.
chomping away, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take him probably like until the combat ends at least. Probably like a minute for him to totally devour. It still sounds like a little goblin, so
Tell me eat faster. Jeez.
it's only been 12 seconds. I'm just gonna hold my turn, I guess, until yeah, I'm just gonna wait. So I guess it would be gaysi.
I'm being real curious to see how we're.
Oh.
Can I see Trace from where I'm at?
We need Livid for that. I don't know.
I'm back.
Okay.
What's the plan?
Can I
So
see-
I held my turn. I'm just gonna wait, and then Gaysi's going.
Okay.
Can I see Trace from where I'm at?
Are you watching a spider get eaten, or did you?
No, I just did
Oh yeah, yeah,
the-
yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you can see like a jail cell. In that jail cell, you see Trace like just sitting there, not like at all shocked by any of the events that are going on. There's a dead guy in the cell next to him, just like blood on the floor. Just it looks like he's been dead quite a while, and yeah, that's all you can see really.
What's the bench that Trace is sitting on made out of?
It's just like a wooden, or like probably like more like a concrete, just kind of built into the room, kind of a thing.
Okay.
What are you trying to do?
He was gonna heat metal.
Well, in that case, I'll go to the evidence room
Great.
and look for stuff.
Okay. Okay. So you walk in, you go down some other aisle than Sten is in, probably. Do I guess like an investigation? We'll see if you find anything like worth the shit.
Okay. Investigation. Wish it was higher.
Okay. So you like sort through some boxes. You're finding like just normal boring stuff, nothing that you would care about. And then you come across some box, and it was some person that was caught and arrested, some kind of serial killer. There's like locks of hair and like pieces of like there's fingers, and there's this like some kind of like serrated blade that I don't know, it's like a foot and a half long. It's like a grotesque kind of knife, short sword kind of a thing. It still has blood on it. It's like in an evidence bag. Yeah, that's what you find.
Okay, I put my head inside of the box and take a deep breath to inhale all the wonderful smells.
Okay, so you do that. Go for it.
Excitedly pull the short sword out of the bag and lick a little bit of the blood off the blade.
Roll a Constitution check. You immediately just start to like gag and vomit. Just like you're like hate puke. You're like scream vomiting at this point.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to roll again.
And the hate vomit it's just a never ending. It's just like a never ending spew of like exorcist vomit. Just you're fucked up. Great. Okay. Wesley. So you're like pretty close to the jail cell. You also see there's Trace, like he's like gives you like an acknowledging look. There's a dead guy. Trace has like some blood on his fingers. You can kind of see you're pretty close to him, and he just is like, "What's up, boss?"
What happened? Did you kill this guy too?
I mean, I don't think that matters really. So what I need is I need my things, I need a moment in the evidence locker, and I need a moment at the front desk. How are you guys going to get me out of here?
I got the keys.
Cool. Okay. So are you gonna let him out?
Yep.
Okay. So you open the lock. The key. The guy didn't lie to you. He gave you the right thing. The door opens up, and Trace is like, "Oh yeah. So they also bound me with a felidar. You're gonna have to fucking take care of that thing." And he like points to the cell over to the side, and there's like this giant, like, it looks like a lion, over there just like pacing back and forth and like kind of starts to growl. And he's like, good luck with that. And he just like Trace runs down the hallway and like towards the evidence locker.
In typical Trace fashion.
Does he have the keys? Did we give Trace the keys?
No.
We did, right? Okay, good. He can't get out of the.
He's locked in here with us.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
okay.
you all you did was like open a door. I'm not super concerned. Like, do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna back into the hallway and let everyone know I'm about to get fucked.
Okay. Okay. So you yell to them. You're like, we have a Houston, we have a problem. Something.
We're about to be fucked.
Great.
Get your game faces on.
Great. Okay. And it's Goil, who is laying again, starting every turn, laying down on the ground, laying on top of a Loxodon, who is now starting to come to. He is no longer
the
a problem.
Loxodon. Ask the Loxodon how you unbind the Felidar.
That's a
From
good.
our
That's
friend
a
of-
good question. I ask him that. I actually, since I'm on top of him, I whisper it in his ear.
Is he face down or is he face up?
I think he's face down.
He's face down. He tries to throw an elbow at you and can't reach, and he's like, "No, fuck this." He's really getting agitated at this point.
Can't imagine why.
Intimidation.
Yeah, what?
Intimidate him.
Intimidate him? There's no door though.
No door.
You can slam him into the door where the Felidar is being kept. That's intimidating.
I think that's something. You'd have to get him up. He's probably not gonna just let that happen.
Here, if you hold him up, I can help intimidate him.
I think I'm gonna say. All right, here. Let me try to intimidate him. You can also help, but I'm gonna say What's the name of the giant thing? The lion thing?
A Felidar.
Felidar. If you don't want me to feed you to the Felidar,
Nice.
then
Nice.
then you should
I'm like cheering him
probably
on. Yeah.
try to help us. Get out of this situation, or we're all gonna get eaten.
Okay.
Yeah. What he said.
All right.
Ooh.
He is like.
Nice.
He is concerned that you know something about Felidars that he doesn't. But this is like his, he watches over this Felidar. So he's like, I feed him every day. I can't imagine that, but whatever you say, I'm not. He's nervous. He's definitely nervous that you're gonna do something to convince the Felidar to kill him, but he's still apprehensive. He's not helping you at this point.
Okay. Are you holding him? You're still laying on top of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much got him pinned.
Okay. So I was holding my action. Can I take my turn?
Sure.
If you're not done, or if you're done.
Yeah.
I think so.
I want to whip him in the face. He's not
what?
being very good. My whip.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So Goil is on top of him, and you're gonna accurately hit just this guy in the face.
Bingo.
Okay. Well, that seems hard to do.
Nope.
Does it?
It does to me.
Well, I just gotta give him knowing raise him up a little bit because I come out with my whip and you know what I'm about to.
Okay.
Yeah, I give him the nod.
So are you gonna grab this Loxodon by the hair and sort of hold his face up or something?
Do Loxodon have hair?
Well, I don't know what they have really.
Yeah, sure they do. Why
Sure.
Yeah, of course they do.
Okay.
I grab him by his. Does
Okay.
he have a trunk?
He has a
His
trunk.
trunk.
His trunk is in his face where the whip is going. But sure.
Yeah, that's probably not a great call. Okay, I grab him by the hair.
Okay. So you.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna yell out before I do this.
Okay.
Either the Felidar is gonna kill you or I'm gonna kill you. So tell us how to save our friend and unbind these two, or this might be your last day. You'll join your wife soon. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
Wow,
Wow.
it cuts
Jesus.
deeper every time.
Wow. Just a single tear rolls down his trunk. Just all the way down his trunk.
Eye contact and wink at him. So he's not sure if he's gonna get jizz on his face. He's gonna get good.
Okay. So
So
roll
is
your
it-
intimidation
Okay, so
and your
he's
attack,
not.
I guess?
Okay, gotcha. Okay, my intimidation.
Oh
my God.
The tear,
That's
as if by magic, rolls back into his eye. It just goes right back up his trunk.
That's fine. I'd rather do this anyway.
Okay. So Ty goes to the attacker or to the defender?
It goes to the defender.
Well, he.
But we do have him pinned, so I don't know if he has disadvantage.
Well, I feel like you're lucky that you don't have disadvantage. Is what I feel like.
What's his
You're-
being held? He can't defend
But he's
himself.
on top of him.
I mean, we could also have disadvantage. I'm cool with that. But
Uh,
I'd take the hit.
I feel like at best he takes like a couple points of damage, and is also like clearly not scared of you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take my second attack.
Okay.
That's better.
That definitely hits him. So where are you hitting this guy?
Oh, directly in the face.
Okay.
Like I want like a big old slash across his face.
Okay. So yeah, the whip breaks the speed of sound. It hits him in the face, and yeah, he like opens up a cut like right above his eye, and he at least knows now that you mean business.
Okay.
All right.
I did what I could.
I feel like somehow Johnny got skipped in here.
Well, I was holding my action,
Okay.
so
Okay, so
no, it's probably Johnny's turn.
So Throom then. Okay, so he wants to try to get up. So he's going to athletics. So how do we do a contest between Trevor and him?
I think you both roll
Athletics.
Strength
Strength?
for grappling.
Okay.
Do
I mean, we could go athletics because I have +5 to it. So
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
2, 1.
Oh yeah, it's athletics.
okay. Well, he tries to get up. He can't. So that's like is that like a move? How does that work? Or is that an action?
Let me see. Grappling. Combat grappling. Using one free hand. If you succeed, the target's grappling conditions. Escaping the grapple. Can use his action to escape. He must succeed on a strength, athletics, or dex acrobatics check.
All right. Well, he is stuck and fucking furious, and like elephant sounds are going off, and his like tusks.
Does he think he's gonna live? Like, does he think he's in a position where he's gonna get to make decisions? There's no one else alive in this goddamn place.
He doesn't know about the lady yet. He hasn't seen her.
Okay, wait until my turn. I'll show you the fucking lady.
His trunk is like gouging like gashes in the ground, or his like tusks. Like he's really trying to get out, but he's not able to get out. So
cool.
All right, Sten.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out and watch the chaos. I'll hold my action right now.
You're gonna hold.
Like
Okay.
things are going pretty well.
So back to Ferric.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna snap my finger and kind of like whistle, and the spider is gonna drag that half-eaten corpse of the goblin out in front and just like stand in front of me. And I'm gonna ask him again, very nicely. Do you want to unbind the Felidar, or do you want to join Mrs. What was her name?
Didn't get a name.
She doesn't have a name.
Mrs. Old Lady.
We'll call her Screggs.
Okay.
Oldie
You and your friend Screggs here can join each other in the afterlife. And you know the Orzov's been looking for some more spirits to enslave, so that's something to look forward to.
Is this an intimidation?
Yeah, I guess intimidation.
Something. I mean, it's got to be with advantage. So he definitely understands that you mean business. So he's I give you the keys to the fucking jail cell. There's the Felidar.
Oh, man.
It's not my Felidar. It belongs to a fucking Ivy. There's nothing I can do about this. Like once it's bound, it's bound. Like till death do you
we have
part.
to kill it then.
Can we put it in the cage?
The Felidar into the prison case?
Somehow, yeah. I feel like that's easier.
Is it locked in that room right now?
Yeah, it's like it's in like a pen.
But once we take Trace out of here, they're just gonna open the pen and it's just gonna go straight to him.
Yeah, it
Sounds
will.
like tomorrow's problem.
It will definitely forever know where Trace is. So
That sounds kind of hilarious.
and Trace will also forever know where it is.
Well,
Well, it's locked in a cage now. I feel like we should just kind of like poke at it while it's locked in there, like ranged attack it from outside the cage or something.
that's a good idea. I'm gonna longbow the elephant in the face.
Okay. Okay. No, that is not good enough to hit him. So an arrow, like it grazes both the Loxodon and Goil, and they don't take any damage, but it was close to both of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna whistle them. Tell my spider to continue eating the goblin, and then I'm gonna take my second.
Okay, this is a hit. he doesn't have much of his body
Eyeball.
exposed. So
Eyeball.
Wow. Okay.
Left eye.
So she just now like, is this a crossbow or is it a longbow? So it's an arrow.
Longbow.
There's an arrow like sticking out of like his tear duct, and it's not good. It's real painful.
I kind of shrug, like it's just another day.
Yeah, and the elephant sounds are they're fucking echoing off all the walls. Like, it's a lot. Then the Felidar starts to like pace back and forth like a caged animal. It's not excited about any of this.
Yeah, this is bad.
Gaysi?
Yep, Gaysi, you're up.
Am I still vomiting?
I mean, you're kind of hate vomiting still a little, but you're able to move, and you'll probably be able to pull your shit together here in a second.
Okay. I walk out to the to Thrum and I stab him with that bloody short sword.
Great. Okay. Do you have a sword on your character sheet that you can roll, or what's the attack on a sword, Dave?
Looking. It is. Doesn't say. I think it's 1d6. If I had to guess, I gotta find it.
And it's a 20, right? So roll a.
Oh, it's always a d20.
Yeah. So roll a 20 plus
and then
whatever
add
his
your
pluses are.
Strength, probably. Let me look it up. But go ahead and roll.
Yeah. So, well, it doesn't matter. So you didn't critically miss, but it was everyone laughed in the whole room. Like, what the fuck was that?
It should be an advantage though. The guy's pinned, right?
Oh, sure.
The second one.
Sure. It still doesn't hit him. Now it's not a laugh. It's just like a chortle.
Well, don't I get to add my strength is 0.
It won't matter. Yeah, everybody just shrugs it off. He doesn't even know that you swung at him. So, yeah, life goes on.
We're gonna fucking kill this guy so bad.
Well, we don't really have a choice now, do we?
I tried to reason with him.
Well, you shot him in the eye.
After he didn't help us.
He didn't have any way to help you.
That's his bad.
Yep. So Wesley, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna join in on the murder and mayhem.
Jesus, giving into the peer pressure.
So this is a wisdom save. I feel like I clicked it and nothing happened.
It's 14. Supposed to hit 14.
Yeah,
it does not.
So you hit him. Is this the thing where if he's been hit before, it does extra damage or something?
It hits for 4. It hits the right one. The left one doesn't look right to me though. I don't think the numbers are right.
I thought one was like
it says if the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes a 1d12 necrotic damage. But since I'm at level 5, it should be 12. So it's a good 2d12.
It's probably the one on the left.
Plus 2. Yeah, but he has to roll another d12. He only rolled 1.
Oh, okay.
And then add 2
again.
to that.
Okay,
so 8 plus 4, so 12.
Okay. He is not looking great anymore.
You know, if he wants to live, he can try and help us.
Yeah.
We're trying to be pretty reasonable here.
How are you?
Are we? Okay. So Giant, you guys are still laying on top of a man who is just being slowly murdered, like the worst way.
Liog?
Yeah, I've got nothing. I'm just so distraught. Like, I'm not gonna say my body isn't gonna do anything, but my head is just staring into space. I'm like, how did we get here?
So you have gone like
I'm just
catatonic.
sitting on a man who I broke into his house. I broke all his doors. Failed to repair one. didn't even try with the second, and now I'm sitting on him.
let me
Two
think.
people are in the bathroom, presumably awake by now. Like,
I
down.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. I like the idea of staying on top of him. For lots of reasons.
I'm
You're
perfectly
gonna
okay with it.
hit him, or you're gonna try
I'm
to
afraid
choke him
that
out?
something
Like,
will go wrong.
You could try
I'm just
to.
gonna be like, I'm sorry.
You
Like,
could non-lethally punch him or something.
can
No,
we,
I
like,
wanna-
get him
I
into a
wanna kill him.
stranglehold?
Oh, you would kill him.
My other head does not want to kill him.
Great.
Yeah, I guess I'll hit him.
You're gonna like MMA, like elbow.
That's the awkward part, though. Is like I don't want to get off of him to hit him.
Yeah.
So like,
So you
I
got
don't-
like a melee attack.
We could stranglehold him. Though again, I don't
Elbow
approve.
him in the ribs.
Yeah, you could try to squeeze his trunk real hard, tie it in a knot, maybe. Like, I mean, you guys are just picking the wings off flies at this point.
that is fucked up. Okay, how do I do? I guess the.
Well, couldn't we cut off his tusks and
Oh
sell?
my god.
You can do that once he's dead.
Yeah, no. I guess I just want to like bring my fist down on his head.
Okay,
do
so just like a d20, and then we'll roll damage if you hit him.
Okay.
That's not good. That's not gonna do it. So he shrugs off your blow.
Do we get an extra attack?
You do.
Well, because of
Nice.
advantage, it's still. Geez.
No, because he has.
It's because
he-
only
Oh,
half of our
2
head is in
attacks.
this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would have advantage as well. So.
Oh.
That
Well,
means
there you go. So is melee D4 or D6?
Yeah.
D4 plus strength.
Okay. So
Ooh. D4 plus 3.
Plus 3.
okay. So he is looking pretty fucked up at this point, and he's just like, I don't know what you want from me. Like, you just put me in the fucking jail cell. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, why are you doing this to me?
Because you bound the fucking monster to our friend.
But I didn't do this. Isn't my department. There's the whole fucking all the
Well-
archons do this shit.
Well, you better come up with a way to get it unbound,
Kill
or
it!
we're gonna unbind you from this fucking mortal coil.
He's just like, fuck.
Just kill him.
I'm
Would
Not
you
the
like to kill it?
I'll kill it. Oh wait, the Felidar?
Yeah.
No, that thing's fucking scary as shit.
I'm having a much better time picking on this elephant guy.
Okay.
I mean, we might just have to kill it. I don't know, but
So it's
Johnny saw this. He had his last turn. Also, he hasn't used.
Oh yeah, Johnny, you delayed, so it's you before this guy.
You might want to start attacking the giant cat thing.
Alright,
can we
well,
can we hit it without opening its cage?
It's a big cage. You can probably shoot at it, but
Yeah, I'm
they're
sure
probably
we
not
can.
going to be able to melee it.
Oh, I got darts.
Okay. Well, some people might be able to do some stuff to it. Like
Yeah, we can play a game of
You-
darts while they wait for the
you've
monster.
probably been here for like I don't know, not like terribly long, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It hasn't been that long. So you.
This combat's only been like 24 seconds.
Yeah. But there was like a combat over there. You like bound and gagged some people, and yeah, there's been like it hasn't been that long. But you
Fine.
probably don't have forever.
So I'm gonna like yell to Sten, like,
Why
you
does
take
it
care of
say
the
82?
Loxodon. I'll start attacking the stupid fella,
Attacking the what?
the big cat monster.
He wants you to fight the guy on the ground, the elephant
okay.
guy, and he'll fight the cat.
Sure. I'm gonna go double axis, dude. Then.
I'm gonna go chop up some elephant.
Okay, so he's still being held, so you get advantage on both of those. So yeah, he is so fucked up at this point. He like please just don't. Why? I helped you all the way. I mean, what more? Like, promise me that you're gonna tell the Orzhov that I'm good for this. I don't want to be a slave to them in my afterlife forever. Please don't do this to me.
Ask him for the money. If he has the money, maybe we can let him go. The 400 gold he owes us.
I'm at this point. You
He
guys
doesn't
are-
even owe it to you. You're
Hey, man.
like an unrelated thing.
Fair
You're like,
enough.
do you have the money?
Okay. So he's really, really fucked up. He's gonna try to get up. So he rolls a 10 and doesn't get up. So he's just bleeding out all over. It's like the saddest elephant sounds now. Like, it's like real bad. He's chipped a tusk now. It's
buddy.
Oh, we're gonna get less money now.
yeah, it's not good for him. And Sten, you are up again. This guy, there's an arrow in his tear duct. He has a broken tusk. He's begging for his life. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna axe him to death.
Well, he takes like one final like trumpet of his tusk, and he like says the name of his wife, but you can't even understand what he says, and just blood like drips out of his mouth, and he like goes limp.
Murder hobo.
Can I cut off his tusks?
Not this turn.
Okay.
Dave, your whole party is going to be under arrest next turn.
That's okay.
When I hand this off, the police are after them. Just so you know.
Okay. So I guess time to attack the Felidar.
Sure.
I'm going to use this spell first as a bonus action. When did that work?
Fairy fire.
No, this.
Okay.
And you guys wanted to like plan this out to like steal people's kids and do all this stuff so we can bribe them to get in here, and then we'll just start murdering them.
He fails. So...
And then I have to hit him with a weapon first, but so now I'm gonna take my 2 shots at him.
Okay. So you
miss
with one. That hits.
Okay, so now he's ensnared by vines, and at the beginning of each one of his turns, so he takes the extra 4 damage.
How big is this vine area? It's 5 foot.
It's tying him to the ground. Yeah, I should say like
within 5 feet. Okay. So this cage is probably relatively big. So like anything in the cage is now viney and awful, but.
Well, anyone next to it can break the vines, but it's just tying him down.
Oh, got it.
It's not on the ground. It's just tying him to the ground.
Okay.
He's just
So he takes a tiny tickle of damage, and Gaysi is up.
I'm going to remove the tusk.
How?
From Thrum.
How are you gonna do that?
With my awesome knife skills.
Okay. Well,
that's my idea, bro.
It's probably. I mean, he's a big ass elephant man. He has some thick tusks. Like it's gonna take some work for you to do this, but you can start, I suppose. You can't imagine you're gonna saw them with like a little knife or something. What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I have. No. Instead, I'm going to thunderclap the cat.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. He just roars at you, and it is fucking terrifying. The teeth on this thing and the claws are just fucking gigantic. You can tell that when this creature was born, everyone was terrified that the whole party would die. Just that's what you know. And Wesley, you're up.
Let's see.
There's blood everywhere if you're thirsty. There's fucking blood.
Yeah, I just shake my head in disgust. Do I know anything about Felidars? Like, would I happen to know how we can get out of this jam without getting murdered?
I don't think you're gonna know enough about like the inner workings of how they. Oh, I clicked this button by accident. How they like get them to bind or anything. It's like such an Azorius thing.
At this point, we've seen all the rooms, right, in the jail.
Yeah.
There's nothing in any of the rooms that might be useful to us.
There's no instruction manual.
Yeah. No, there's not really anything that seems super useful. Trace has like run off.
What are the chances either of the guys who we put in the bathroom know? How do I bind it and unbind it?
A really great question. You could maybe ask
Thanks.
them.
Okay.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Is it our turn?
It's still Wesley, I think.
Crap. Guess I'll go help them try to kill this fucking thing.
Okay. So you move over there. Are you like
Yeah.
up against the bars, or are you?
No,
Okay.
I'm standing at a safe distance
Sure.
away.
Sure.
Do not want to get caught by that.
Okay. Wisdom. Where? Here. He saves.
What
Jeez.
the? Wow. That's very
And
nice.
yeah. They're like literally angels ride these things as a mount. They are pretty awesome. Okay.
Well, we're screwed.
Giant. You're laying on top of a dead elephant.
Yeah, we can
You
get off.
you heard the death rattle. You felt the death rattle, and it like shook you to your core.
That was his last breath.
Um.
How? I guess we're pretty far from the bathroom now, right?
Yeah, it'd take you a little while to get that way.
Let's just go.
Start
Yeah.
the track over there.
Let's just make the walk.
We go as far as we can. We use
Okay.
our action, or we use our move to move, and then we use our action to move again.
Okay, so you're like at the cop side of the bathroom door. You're like right there. So next turn you can easily get in there.
Cool.
And the death cat. So how do I get out of these vines? What do I got to do? Like a
Strength.
Okay. I clicked that
DC
twice
12.
for some reason. So, oh no, that one was wisdom. So 11.
That's right.
So I don't
Nope.
get out.
You're
Okay.
still entangled, and you take another whatever the damage is. Actually, maybe just re-roll it.
Okay. And how long does this thing last for?
Till you break out,
Okay.
1 damage.
Okay, great. The cat is just upset to no end. Can it? Yeah, I guess it can't do this. Okay. Throom is dead. I don't know how to remove him. Oh, like this. Okay. Sten, you're up. I like that you guys have murdered 2 of the 4 people that you were told not to murder. I love that. That's great.
We're hiding the evidence. It's okay.
Sten, you're up.
Okay.
Somehow I feel like it's not going to be okay.
So that thing's still in the cage, right?
It's like in a cage, and this cage is not like they don't typically try to escape. These are like it's like a horse stable-y kind of thing. It like can't get out, but it's not like a jail. Like they don't need to keep them like locked up because they're feral. Like they just take care of them in the jail. So
Could it break out?
It would have to try, but it might be able to get out.
All right, I'm gonna
Great.
shoot a couple darts at it.
Great. Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna take a nice big swig
Of
of whatever drink I
Sex on the
have.
Beach? Canon? Sex on the Beach? What do you do with the
No.
umbrella? Do you like
Just
throw
straight
it?
whiskey,
Okay. Great.
and then say, "Bring it on, kitty," and then attack with 2 darts through the gate.
Bring it on, and then I stay as far away as I can. And I fail to
Oh,
hit the
all right,
cat.
first 2.
Yeah, and
Like-
the cat, even with maybe this one? Oh, no. No, none of these hit this cat. So
We're gonna die, guys.
Yeah, this is
I mean,
really,
if
really
20,
bad.
if 22 is...
No, he rolled like a bunch of times, right? Like he rolled it's the 12, the 13.
13.
So
Yeah, that's okay. That's doable.
yeah.
I've fought worse.
Okay. Ferric, you're up.
Okay.
Is your spider still eating that lady?
Yeah. He couldn't help too much anyway because
No, he needs to eat the elephant too.
It'd take twice as long.
Livid. How long? How much longer until the goblin's eaten? I mean, this is a big ass spider, and it was a little goblin.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I It's been like what 3 turns, so it's been a
At
whole
least.
18 whole seconds.
That sounds doable.
Yeah, I mean, give like maybe like 2 more turns. 1 more turn seems fine. It doesn't matter. It's not
Okay,
gonna matter.
so 1 more round.
I figure
So
if we
he's
get rid of the
finishing up.
body,
Yeah.
can have
So you
the
see like
rhapsodies.
just one hand, like and like it's sticking out of the spider's mouth, and like the electrical impulses, it like waves goodbye as it like is getting slurped in.
Although my spider's kind of full now. I don't know. If he's,
You're gonna fit a
Loxodon.
7-foot Loxodon in a 3-foot spider.
Yeah, he may not be hungry enough to eat another one. Anyway, so I guess 2 more. I mean, I don't know what to do, guys. I think we're gonna die. But I'm gonna continue shooting longbows, I
Use your
guess.
spider to eat Throom's face, so it's easier to get the ivory out.
Jesus.
Okay, I'll do that next round. I'll longbow twice.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. So there's just 2 hits. So that's 22 damage.
22 damage.
That's pretty solid. This is like "Rawr!" He's fucking furious at this point. This cat.
Does it look like I'm doing
Which
any
health does it
damage?
have? Yeah.
It took some
Can we
damage.
get like a bar's worth, like a percentage wise?
Definitely. That's not how
You
the
can't-
world works. That's
Well, okay. Can you give me some? Can I tell if it's doing any kind of? Is it bleeding a lot? Are the arrows just sticking into it and he's not like bleeding at all?
I mean, he doesn't seem like he's gonna fall over at all at this point. He's taking some damage. Like,
Okay, guys, I'm doing all I can over here. Do we have someone who has something better than darts? Like, I don't know, weapons of some sort?
Do we have any range? I don't think we do.
yeah, you have Dave and Johnny starts. You have plate mail on. Like, just I'm pretty sure you have plate.
Do you
mail
have spells? Can you do spell stuff to
Well,
them?
my last spell failed.
on. Gaysi,
So.
you're up.
I look at Trace, I shrug my shoulders, and I walk into the evidence room.
What the hell? why is Gacy over there?
Okay, so you
And I start searching for more stuff in the
Okay.
evidence locker.
all right, so you're searching. You guys have made like a bit of a mess of this evidence room. Like Sten has knocked some shit over. You knocked some shit over. So you're deep in this evidence room. And you can search on your next turn. Wesley.
Let's see. What to do with this freaking thing?
Why do we have to deal with it? Why can't we just leave it?
Because it's gonna find him, and if it's here when the cops come back, it's cops. So I really don't want that.
Well, that all sounds like a Trace problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
but you
whole
think-
thing's been a
think
trace
he's not
problem
gonna
from the
rat
fucking
us
start.
He's totally gonna rat us out.
Like, what the fuck did you do, Trace? That they bound a Felidar to you.
So Trace sees like
Oh.
Gaysi like walk into the evidence room. Trace is like pulled out like something out of a box off the floor because he has made a mess of the evidence room, and he like sticks his head out. He's like, "I fucking didn't do anything. Like, you guys know this. I'm sure they told you this when they sent you here." And then he like runs off towards the front desk.
That was like minutes ago. I don't remember that far back.
Who's next to me right now? Is it just Varric and?
And I guess it's just fair. Everybody else is on Sten is there. Like everybody else has left the room with the threat.
I don't want to be there with a giant cat, angel cat.
The tank ran away.
Yeah. What was I gonna do? Look into the cage menacingly?
Yeah, what?
Okay. So
Plus the 2 people that are next to me.
perfect. Okay.
Sweet.
You guys get a
So
buff. Like, yeah, I think I might be able to do a bonus.
whenever a target makes an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number to the attack roll or the saving throw.
So it's for
So it's Sten and Ferric.
10 rounds.
And I can
Yeah, it's gonna last
forever. Spiritual weapon.
Is that a bonus
Bonus
action?
action.
That's nice. Where are you going to cast this spiritual weapon?
I'm just gonna put it in the cage with the thing,
Okay.
so it can hit him.
Cool. Liog?
How long have?
Does it hit on its when it comes out? Is that how that works?
I think so.
I'm just gonna let it happen.
Well, it swings, right? Or does it?
Yeah.
Well,
It's like
it's the 20.
I gotcha.
So that seems like a hit. So the cat is still bound in vines. It can't dodge. It takes a hit. It is not happy about this at all. Yeah, it growls. It slashes at the thing, but it goes right through. So, okay. Goil and Liog, you are at the bathroom door.
Are these dudes still blind? I know they're still ball gagged, but
how long does the blind last?
Oh, they're definitely not blind. That was like a minute, wasn't
But you guys bound. You cover their eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're in the stall, right?
yeah. So you open it up. You open up the door. You walk in. They're like.
Well, open up the door.
They're wiggling around, but like they can't. They're just.
Okay.
Fucking...
I don't open up the door. Definitely kick open the door.
Well, we're gonna have a strength check for that.
You want to do it?
You just click strength.
Yeah, I
The
do.
word strength.
I have to click some shit.
Top left.
I definitely feel like it's more of an acrobat or an athletics thing, but
Well,
oh god, I accidentally clicked it twice. My bad.
Well, it doesn't matter. You're fine.
It's okay.
So the door, it slams open.
It slams open really loudly. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, it slams open
That's the
loudly.
important
The people laying on the floor that are bound and gagged still, because it hasn't been very long, just like jump. Like they're like, what the fuck? You hear like, they're not happy.
Okay.
But
So,
Let's walk up to the not dwarf one.
okay.
yeah. The mage guy for sure.
So you go up to Lonnie, who
and my like
his wife is cheating on him. Just that one.
yeah?
That one. The one that's being cheated on. Yep, that one.
and in my deep, like giant voice. What's the name of the fucking cat thing?
The Felidar.
Felidar. Shit, how do I ask this? You got any ideas, Liog?
They're like, they hear two giants talking to each other.
Like
they're like, what the fuck? And you said his name, so now they're like, oh, okay. They're thinking, they're making a mental note, like in rookie training. They're like, the one thing you remember is their names.
Fucking Spider-Man Spider anyway. It's like, I care very little.
We weren't gonna kill these guys. They didn't see anything.
Literally.
They know too much.
Yeah, too much.
Like,
do you guys know how to unbind a Felidar?
They respond, "I can't fucking talk, you asshole!" And then that's all you.
So clearly you can.
That sounds like a no to me.
That's all you got. And there you go. That was
cool.
Good.
Hey, you can't get him to nod or something. Say nod for yes, shake your head for no.
That's what we were asking.
They could have done that.
They responded with mumbling into their fucking gag.
Shockingly enough, they didn't do any of that. So.
We're gonna fucking kill them.
Continue by threatening them, or is this the end of our turn?
We already intimidated.
Yeah. You kicked a door open. Seems actiony to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The cat fails yet again.
Man, this is the best spell ever.
Out of this thing. So
like a child could break out of these. What was that strong?
What was the save? It's got to be like
12.
4. Oh, then no, it fails again. So it's still trapped. So the cat is gone. Sten, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot some more darts.
Great. The cat is ready. His body is ready. Those both hit. So he's definitely looked better, but he's got some fight left in him for sure. And he just purrs.
Okay.
And Ferric, you're up.
Do I think it's intelligent, or is it's not? It's just like a beast.
Its wisdom was super high. So.
Yeah, they're like they bind with archons generally. They're I don't know that they're the smartest thing.
Can I tell? Is it a beast?
That's a great question. Can we Google that shit? I'm guessing it's celestial, if I had to guess.
Oh. Okay. Well, never mind.
But
I guess I'll use my other communication technique of shooting it in the face.
Let's see. Felidar. Felidar. Yeah, it's a large celestial.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, shooting it twice in the face.
Okay. They both hit. That was painful.
Oh, also I needed it. Didn't break free, so it took another 1 damage on top of that.
Okay. It is looking. No, it's not bloodied by like game terminology, but it is looking more and more fucked up.
Guys, I got this. You guys go take care of whatever you gotta take care of. I'll just me and the darts player will kill this guy.
Gaysi, you're still inspecting the room.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you find some more boxes of things. This is like you find some like it looks like a costume that let's pick a fucking group like the Golgari would wear. So it stinks of like rotting flesh, and like the file says that this person was like illegally harvesting bodies for fertilizer, and there's nothing like really amazing in there, but I mean you could steal his clothes if you wanted to.
I'm good.
Okay. And Wesley.
Let's see. Where's the name of my spiritual weapon again? Is it spiritual weapon? Do I need to roll to see if it'll hit?
I think so.
Yeah, it takes a swing.
Spiritual.
That is a hit. Okay. This cat is so fucking mad that it hasn't been able to move for this whole time. It is just fucking just snarling and like just the scariest teeth ever. And yeah, you hit. And okay, so you guys are in the bathroom, Goil and Liog, with two bound and gagged people that you're asking questions of.
Don't know how to nod, but that's cool.
I mean, why would they listen?
They were very intimidating.
You could be a goblin. They don't give a fuck.
No.
They can't see you.
So,
Deep
what?
giant voice. Deep giant voice.
Deep giant voice. Okay.
I mean, can you get the door kicked open and go?
Yeah, I don't know. Are we... I still don't want to show myself to them. Can I keep...
Yeah.
I guess we can take the gag off, but like I want them to answer my question.
That sounds
Yeah,
great.
no, we just need nods right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna say?
I don't have enough actions to do all the things I want to do.
Well, let's see. You just tell me what you want to do, and we'll see if it can happen.
I guess I want to ask him the same exact question I asked him last time and tell him to nod.
Okay.
Like I was feeling.
They
I don't know exactly what it was.
nod. No, like they shake their head. Like, no.
They do not know how to unbind.
No.
Thingamajig. Okay, gentlemen. I'll see you later.
Don't worry, it won't be a problem soon. It's not a big
And
deal.
just, like, as we're walking away, I'm just gonna tell what's his name that just
So what?
help him out. He's in there, right?
Who are you telling?
Oh, I think he's
The guy
telling
who
the
has
guy
his
that his
wife.
wife is cheating on.
Yeah.
As we walk away.
I just want to help him out.
We just
You
kind
know, he answered my
but you
question,
know what?
I appreciate
Help brother out.
So
Yeah,
you
I got
tell him that his wife's cheating on him?
Yeah, and his second kid is like catching him.
This is only passing as we walk out.
Yeah, and then he hears the door close.
Yeah, okay.
Softly.
Okay. That's brutal. This cat is trapped in a thing and just can't do anything. So
Life is hard for the cat. Also, it takes damage again. Oh no! Wait, 12 is the thing I need to hit.
Oh, is it 12? Okay, I thought it was 13.
Yeah, so that's
okay.
an action, but it breaks out.
Thank God. So
I'm gonna totally cast it again, by the way.
Great. It attempts to just like charge the move, dash basically, I guess. Or I guess it's not a dash. Can they dash as a movement? No. So it just tries to run into this thing, and it's probably not gonna happen. So we will see here. It does not break out of its cage. It is trapped.
Thank God.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
Stun.
I know. Oh, sorry.
All right, let's start it up.
Don't forget, if you miss, you have that bless
Block.
on it, so you can add 1d4 to your.
Wait, what?
You got blessed, so you can add 1d4
Oh.
to your.
Oh, okay.
So if
So the first one would miss.
so, roll a 1d4 also.
If you do that, it will hit. Okay.
Okay.
So it takes 11 damage. It is looking fucked up at this point now.
We should like try to draw like some targets on it so we can be practicing our accuracy while we're picking apart this guy.
All right.
My turn.
Yep.
So first thing, so I'm gonna use this again, but I need to hit it first before that matters. Ooh, I crit.
Great. Great.
Nice.
So strength check.
So it has to strength check on this first thing.
Oh, okay.
Makes
So it
sense.
breaks out this time.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna take just the damage. So the
Okay.
24.
That is brutal. It's like falling over. It's like struggling to stand at this point.
I'm also falling over just like from the boredom of picking apart this magic line.
Yes.
Oh, and I also whistle to my spider to start chewing on the loxodon.
Okay. Great. Great.
It's got a big meal coming up next. So
Gaysi.
I'm gonna keep investigating the room.
Okay. Oh, this is pretty solid.
you investigate the shit out of
I
it.
feel like he's gonna have to find something in here.
Yeah, we'll roll for that after we.
Don't forget.
You find something cool.
Yeah, you definitely find something that seems useful. Okay, Wesley, this thing is on death's door, much like everyone else in the police precinct.
Spirit weapon. Bash that shit.
Okay, that is a hit. The Felidar falls over. Trace in the other room and the front desk like feels like a weight lifted off of his shoulder, and yeah, everything is dead.
Was it wearing a collar?
I
Trace
don't
still
think
empty?
so. I don't think so. It probably has like some gear that they like put on it when they take it out for its exercise, but that won't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think Trace should feel empty inside the next time we play.
no, he's happy. He's safe now. He's good. So that thing dies. Trace runs in. He's like, "All right, well, guys, I'm good to go. I have it." You notice that he has all his stuff, and he's holding some pouch like some pack that he doesn't normally have, and it's like paperwork's taken care of. We're good. Let's go.
Done?
That's
Wait.
it. Are we gonna leave the witnesses?
I mean,
Yeah,
he walks into like a murder scene, so he like is kind of saying that as he's coming, and then sees like there's dead things fucking everywhere.
I think we should push all the bodies down the sewers.
We
So-
should definitely also stage it like the Rakdos guys. Whoever
Yeah,
all the
I was
people
gonna
around
say,
the
there was,
riot
like, a
came in
crazy
here
raid.
and fucked shit up and probably kidnapped and killed those people. That's what
So what
I
you're
mean,
saying?
there's
is
a lot
we
of
should
blood
go,
everywhere.
We should go kick in all the doors. Is what you're saying to make it
kick in
look
all the doors.
like the raid came through here.
Gaysi, do whatever Rakdos would have done if they came in here and, you know.
True.
All right,
Torch
so
it up.
there's like 5 doors. So let's strength check the 5 doors, and
What are
then
you gonna do about those guys that we tied up, though? They've seen you, Wesley.
sewer.
We saw you before we blinded them,
I think
so
he
we
walked
gotta
out.
knock them out. Yeah, but they're gonna remember an Orzhov guy walked in, and then everything went black.
and then shit got
I think
real.
we should strap them to the walls and slit their throats.
Oh, wait. Gaysi, you needed 2 volunteers, right?
Ooh,
There you
Oh.
go. There yours.
Oh,
Take 'em.
thank God.
it's a good idea.
Well done.
So we're gonna have to like knock them out, and the spider can carry one of them.
Okay, so the giant has to go. You want to go break some doors. The
Yep.
rest of you are
Yeah.
gonna go pick up, like knock
I'm just
out
gonna
and pick
start.
up these people.
That was like a couple door breaks.
There's 3 doors get pretty like one door is like off the hinges. The
Nice.
other doors are like maybe one's on like half a hinge and the other one is just, you just opened a door. Like it wasn't really that impressive, but no one was there to see
It's
it.
got a footprint on it, but we opened it.
Yeah. There's some windows. I'm guessing. Are you guys breaking windows as well? Like,
Break the windows. We want to look like there was a straight up riot.
great. Okay.
Graffiti. Set the trash cans on fire.
Okay. Okay. So you guys fucking torch the police office. Like, okay. So
This has all gone according to plan.
everything is burning. You're
I cut the tusk. Take the tusk, or at least one.
Okay. I'm good. You get the broken one because you guys are in a bit of a rush because like none of this was planned. You guys you're just playing it off the cuff at this point. So you get some Loxodon tusk. You know that is like black market, so illegal. So that's probably real terrible to have like out in the wild. Yeah. So you knock out the two people in the bathroom. Where are you gonna take them?
I mean, Gaysi can do whatever he wants with those guys.
Yeah, they're gaysies.
Okay. So you guys are gonna
Back to
help
the
him
circus.
like carry, like escort them. Like are they walking?
Well, I think we gotta knock them out, right?
Yeah, so they're like knocked out. You're dragging bodies now down. Like, are you gonna drag them down the street? Like,
Ooh. Can we do like a weekend at Bernie's type thing, so it looks like they're just pass out drunk or something,
That
and then we can
seems-
kind of have them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
two of you have one of them with the arms around the shoulder. The other two of you have the other guy with the arms around the shoulder. And was there anything else that needs to happen here?
Did we leave any evidence behind? Get everything.
Are we setting a fire?
Yeah,
We should set a
we set some trash cans on fire.
I feel like we gotta get rid of the body of the giant cat.
What about the Loxodon? Like,
Yeah,
dead
I
on
feel like
this-
we gotta get rid of the body of that guy. Like it
the
wasn't just
the grandma got eaten. There's blood, but that's fine.
I thought Farrick or whatever was gonna put the Loxodon in the sewer.
Yeah. Can we drag it out? Just push it down to one of the nearest storm drains.
The 7-foot tall Loxodon. You're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that.
Look,
We
uh-huh.
can, it's not a problem.
Well,
He said
he's
he was
quite-
gonna cast darkness or something.
How
He's
big
part-
are these
partially
sewers?
Well, I mean, all dead bodies are actually put down the storm drains in Ravnica,
Okay.
so there has to be
Okay.
some, maybe
Big
like a
enough.
sewer cover.
Like
like a-
extra large.
If they can fit a giant body, I feel like they could probably fit a.
Yeah, and I mean
so
you.
maybe there's like a cover we have to open up or
Okay,
something. but-
okay. So you drag them. Look, is anybody on the lookout front? Make sure there's no.
No, we're just gonna walk out.
Okay.
No, we're gonna look out front first.
Okay.
There's fire everywhere. It's chaos out here.
Yeah.
Kick the door down.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's a double door at the front door to the precinct.
Oh hell yeah, that's
So-
a dream.
Is there a line because we never came back from lunch?
no, there's no one outside. Everybody was fucking freaked out by the Rakdos circus and the gruel just fucking lighting everything on fire. So
See, it's
Oh,
perfect.
I mean, by comparison, it doesn't seem like we did that bad.
yeah, could have gone
So
worse.
okay. Yep.
Okay, so you go outside, you find a Loxodon shaped manhole cover. You fucking lift it up, and stuff him in. Like you close.
I leave a little note on it that says to my dearest Neris from Fair.
Great. Okay. Where are you guys headed? Where are you gonna take these bodies? What's the plan?
Drop them off at Gaysi's place, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go back to my.
Drop 'em off.
Okay.
We'll bind them and then drop 'em. I'm sure you have like chains and stuff to restrain the volunteers, right, at the Rakdos circus.
Yeah, I'm picturing like a Hannibal Lecter on a doll thing.
Okay.
All right. So you all start walking towards Casey's house, and you see like a hooded figure like walking towards you, and he looks Wesley straight in the eye, and just like shakes his head in like all right, well this happened, and he gives you a letter. Or like a note, just a rolled up note, not in an envelope or anything. And then he just fucking disappears. Just like poof, Nightcrawler status, disappears. The note says, "You know where to find us," and that's all.
We want to find them.
Cool.
And so now, what do you guys do?
Has already dropped off his volunteers?
You could do that. I think that's probably you can make that on the way home. You drop off these two guys.
Yeah.
Deed paid. And okay.
Go back to the safe house.
Okay.
Did we have to report back to them? Was that a thing?
Yeah,
You didn't. No,
felt
you
like
didn't get
that's-
told to do that, but now you
I
have.
feel like we
Well,
did our
that
job.
note said you know where to find us. I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
who they are.
Oh, I figured it's like if they wanted to talk to us at some future point that we know where to find them. I didn't.
Up to you guys.
I'm just following you, Wesley.
Well, first I want to ask Trace what the hell happened.
Well, I think you guys got briefed. Someone tried to frame me for a murder that obviously I've been with you guys for a while. I obviously didn't commit it. They also needed a target disposed of that happened to be under arrest. That's really all you need to do. I need to deliver this satchel back to my contact, and that's really all you guys need to know at this point.
So this was all just an elaborate kill.
I mean,
Huh.
it was more elaborate before you murdered the whole precinct, but it was sure, yeah, it went all right. I think we'll be able to cover this up.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we just call it a night. Go to bed and hope
Just
we don't get
another day.
arrested in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can go back to your place. Trace says, like, I have to drop this off with, I think you met my pointy tooth colleague. I have to drop this off. You guys are more than welcome. We could crash at a safe house if you want, or you could go your own way.
Let's go crash at the safe house. At least if the...
Okay. So you guys get to the safe house. You're outside the glass door. You still see like a dim light. It's like a Motel 6. They left the light on for you.
Tom Bodette.
What do you do?
Go inside.
Or not.
Are you guys fucking knocking again?
Is the door not open?
The door is open. Like, you could have just opened it, but fine.
Yeah, I was
get
gonna
in.
say, I'm just gonna open the door and go inside.
Like, honestly, with you guys and the fucking knocking. Well, you got Trace. Trace hands the bag to the vampire. Like, just kind of nods. They don't really talk a lot about it. They don't want to draw attention to that. The vampire reaches in his desk drawer. He pulls out 2 bottles of wine. He's like, I mean, I think this is a successful mission. He like opens.
My face is shocked.
I slinked away, by the way. I slinked away when you guys were going inside down another sewer.
Nice.
So I'm not with anymore.
Okay. He opens up both bottles. He takes a swig of one of them. He says to Wesley, like, I think you and I enjoyed this bottle, and kind of like flashes his teeth at you, and then he hands the other bottle to the Rakdos and is like, fucking celebrate, guys. Drink up.
Nice.
What do you guys
Meh.
do?
Drink the blood, obviously.
Yeah, I take a big swig and then hand it to Sten.
Awesome. And Sten obviously drinks. And Giant.
Very much.
You guys drinking with you celebrating with the crew?
And now we're all dead.
Sure. Let's drink up.
All right. Constitution saving throws, everybody.
I feel like
One of you gets advantage, but it's not the ones that you want it to be. So yeah, Constitution. Do it. Well, that isn't looking good so far. That's decent.
Hell yeah.
decent.
Johnny's good.
He got good. We got decent. Just to be.
Well, Johnny got a 20, so.
Oh, we have advantage?
Well, Johnny has advantage because he's an
Johnny has
alcoholic.
advantage because he's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So you all, regardless of this, get sleepy. You pass out. When you wake up, the only one of you that remembers anything is Liog and Sten. You guys remember. The rest of you literally have no idea what went on yesterday. It's as if those memories were like pulled from your head. Everything is empty. There's just the beds you were sleeping on. There's no desks. There's no signage. It's this safe house has completely been burned. Everything's gone. Not burned like on fire. Just like they're never going to use this again. It's gone. and there's just a sack of some undetermined amount of money waiting, and yeah, you guys are good. And I'm fucking alive, thank God.
Wow.
Really starting to think we should just
That
left.
could not have gone better.
You know, I realized the other way we could have unbound the Felidars, just kill Trace.
Oh shit, you're
Much
right.
easier.
Yeah.
Well, I tried, but he wasn't sitting on anything metal.
Yeah, I was, thank God for that.
Okay, so a little bit of bookkeeping. So first of all, you guys found mithril armor, which is medium or heavy armor. You can decide. It has this ability.
This was in the.
Yes, this is
room?
this was in the this is the one you just found.
Okay.
So you found this when you were searching through the evidence. So you can
Imposes disadvantage on dexterity, stealth checks, or has a strength requirement.
So it's like, because you can't, like, with heavy armor, you can't stealth. You usually have disadvantage and that kind of stuff. This armor lets you be sneaky.
Does this give you like +1 to AC or something?
It's whatever your armor normally does. So if you're wearing chain or above, it's the same AC. It just doesn't. It gives this little advantage.
Got it.
So also last week you guys found a shield. It's called the Shield of Expression. It gives you +1 AC. So whoever's using it, you'll get an additional AC when you have the shield out. And it has a face on it that you can use a bonus action to change the face's expression. So do with that what you will.
The emoji shield.
And lastly, there was a +1 melee weapon of some sort. You guys should decide right now what kind of weapon you want it to be, and then you can divvy it up to whoever wants it. So, who wants the +1 melee weapon? Anyone?
I mean, almost all of us use a melee weapon, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'd rather take the shield than the.
Yeah, serious.
I feel like boss gets to decide.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm taking the shield. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
you got an emoji shield. And who gets this weapon? What kind of a melee? Do we get to pick what this thing is?
Yeah.
you can choose the kind of weapon you want it to be. So just
I'm
choose now and then let
fine.
me know.
Does anybody want a cooler weapon?
It gives you +1 to attack and +1 to damage rolls when you're using it.
Yeah, so take it. Who melees the most?
Yeah, I mean, me or Lewis or Johnny punches, but he doesn't need a. I guess you have hand axes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and
you do the most damage for sure. You should have it.
Okay. And you caused trouble, so.
Well, yeah.
Chaos.
Everything about me. I broke a mirror in the last episode. I got arrested in this one. Yeah, that's what I do.
So Johnny's gonna take it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's you have to attune it, but let's say you just have to have it on your possession for a long rest.
Okay.
You can only have 3 attuned items at a time. Once it's attuned, you know what it does. So let's say you had it last night. Now it's attuned to you. It gives you +1 attack, +1 damage, and this.
What is this? Curse. The sword is cursed and possessed by a vengeful spirit. Becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you. As long as you remain cursed, you are unwilling to part with the sword, keeping it on your person at all times. While attuned to this weapon, you have disadvantage on attack rolls made with this weapon, or made with weapons other than this one. Okay.
I'm glad I didn't take that.
Yeah. Well, the sword. Is
We'll say fists are not weapons
Yeah.
for the sake of this. It's not. It can't be jealous of your fist.
Yeah. What is the saving throw thing? Whenever you take damage in
You
combat.
take damage. Wow.
Okay.
On a failed save, you must attack the creature that damaged you until you drop to 0 hit points, or it dies. Or it does. Wow. Okay.
That's interesting. So, that's interesting. Okay. Well, that's not the worst.
Yeah. But you are gonna get a +1 attack and damage when you're using it.
Okay.
And
So is
you
that
can
plus
probably
one that
look for
both hit and damage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. You can
cool.
figure out. I'm sure they would get paid, but they might not know why they got paid for this mission. Some of them will remember, but not all of them will remember.
Do I need to roll anything for what I found in the evidence, or
that's the armor.
Yeah, the armor.
oh, that's the armor?
Yeah, so you just get armor.
You can keep that serial killer's dagger though, if you want.
Then yeah, you get that other thing.
Yeah, I'll keep that too. I can wear heavy armor.
It would say on your proficiencies on the bottom left under armor, what kind of armor you can wear.
I mean, if nothing else, you could fucking sell it and buy.
Yeah,
other
I mean,
armor.
like paladin is wearing medium, I'm sure, or heavy,
I think we're wearing heavy.
and so is the cleric, I believe. So I don't know. You can sell it if you want, or do whatever.
Okay.
So that was an attempt at D&D without a grid. It would have been better if things would have fought you, but generally, do you guys prefer fighting with like a grid and knowing exactly where you're going to move, or do you like it better when we don't have a grid and we just kind of say and do whatever we kind of want?
I kind of would lose track where I was.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to gauge on that kind of fight where like it really didn't matter.
Yeah, because the thing didn't escape, and you were like on top of a guy. But like, had you, if we would have had a grid, like you probably wouldn't have been able to just like have been ready for this Loxodon. He probably would have, like the movements would have impacted you. Like you guys like standing up and moving, you would have got to like a corner. He would have came up and hit you. Like things would have gone like very differently. So it's totally up to like. Man, we could.
But
mix
you had me with you, who is just awesome. So I can.
So
take down
Dave
all of
ate
those.
a body and killed the only enemy that probably could have killed some of you. And so, yeah, it's just like we have options. We don't have to always do a grid, but we never know what everybody likes. Like the grid makes everything very like repetitive for most of us. It's like, okay, I move, I do this, I do nothing, and I move away, and it's really easy. Where like if you have to think about it, people describe things a little better and people try a little harder. So it's up to you guys.
I think without a grid, it enables us to be more. Like you have to be able to bend the rules more.
Yeah.
Like I think for instance, like Wesley when he went to open the gate open the prison for Trace.
Yeah.
We should have just been like, okay, you get there and you open it instead of like, oh, you're just slightly short because like that kind of just you might as well be using a grid at that point.
Yeah,
right?
that's fair.
But I mean, I'm willing to do it either way. If you guys rather be a little more lenient on the rules, which can swing both ways, no grid. If you want to be more strict with the rules, then we go grid.
Or we could mix it. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
Yeah.
It's just whatever you guys like. We just never had done it without a grid, so I figured like, well, we'll show you what it's like. So.
I think the no grid thing is pretty cool. I mean, I think it less the no grid and more just like the concept of bendiness with the rules. I think I like.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. You could always just have a grid and allow people.
Yeah, I
to
like having a map where I can see where things are, but I like it.
Yeah, I thought about like at one point hiding the map. Like here, you have a map, you have a blueprint, make a fucking plan, and then you don't have a blueprint when you're in the place. Like,
you have to like rediscover it.
But that is hard.
But without a map, like, because at least if I was there, I could have a mental picture of what it looks like. Yeah. Just having to remember what it looked like without knowing where I am makes it really hard. But yeah, I mean, I'll still like use maps, even if I just don't place you guys on it. Just you can tell me. It's easier to go like, oh, I'm here. I want to do something over there, and it makes it easier. Okay. Well, so next week, I will be back in control.
And I'm not in jail.
Repercussions.
It was my biggest fear. Was to
we should have just drank for 3 hours and then
worked on your backstories. Like everyone's just sharing old tales of battles, and there's Trace just rotting away. I was also worried that you were gonna fight the sheriff. I was very nervous about that.
Which sheriff? Is that the first guy?
The first two people, like, they would have fucked us up.
If I was there, I would have attacked him.
almost
I wasn't
heated
there
them
yet.
up.
Yeah, I was definitely worried about that. But I was like, I told Dave before everybody got on, like, if you give them a plan, they usually just go on the rails and everything's like normally fine. So, fucking fingers crossed. Here we go. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I none of like going to the jailer's house, like that was not like none of that was in my plans at all. So that was cool. Like I was glad that happened. I figured we were gonna use the jailer as one of the people for a gaysi. Just murdered him instead.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
Yep.
well, because I figured like the Orzhov could just waive the fees and give him to Gaysi and like problem solved, but instead we fucking came on a picture of his pregnant wife and broke every door in his house and then killed him anyway. Like, it was really great.
I tried to give him an out. You were not working. With
What
me.
did
I'm
he?
like, just
What
please.
could he do?
If you're desperate enough, man, you start spewing answers, even if you don't have the. It's like torture doesn't work, but you will get an answer out of the guy. You know.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I should have just had him lie to you so you guys opened the cage, and
Yeah, probably.
then got murdered. So, yeah.
Holy
But-
shit, Cameron! This guy's level 10.
Dude, it's the sheriff of a town. Like,
Yeah.
and the deputy. Like, they can't be shitty.
Thank God we did not attack that.
Yeah, I mean, the sheriff and them probably would have just like they have all like controlling spells. They probably would have just like arrested you, and then I had no plan for how to get you out of jail. So that would have been something. But the rest of you could have killed, I think.
I'm just worried all this
All this what?
the murder.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Well, you know.
I think
It's
cleaned up.
we didn't do shit. It was the fucking Rakdos and their
Yeah,
really
riot.
held
the
back,
setting worked
actually.
for us really
Like, we
well.
only killed every single person we saw.
There's no proof
Not true. Not true.
that we
Because
did.
I the first two.
I was
Yeah,
also
we gave
worried
him
that you
away.
would fight the vampire,
Madman.
and I was like, he has no pages. Like, I have no idea what you do if you fight the vampire. Great, we're fucked. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can get away with it just saying that riot went through.
Yeah.
Then they wouldn't know it's us, and we killed or captured all the people that could have told on us. So
Yeah, the riot
Good,
thing
it's
worked out
fine.
really well.
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
Thank God for YouTube. There was like a YouTube thing that like came up about here's like how Raktos circuses look and blah blah blah. I'm like, perfect, done. There we go. We have a cover of night
Easy.
that, and you guys probably have put together that like Trace is not a member of the Orzhov primarily.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool. I get a cool backstory that like Dave has known about for a month and a half now, and there was no way to like explain that to you. So
Yeah.
so that was kind of cool. Cool.
Okay, well, same time next week, right?
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah. That works.
Cool.
Okay.
Bye, team.
Peace
See
out.
you, everyone.
Awesome. See you, fellas.